Can't believe you don't take a chair.
The bigger, better, and millions. Today's jackpot is now over 200 million. Play today. Will Javier Becerra deliver for you? Now the FBI is probing his campaign for embezzlement.
Sacramento shockwaves over this federal indictment.
It's the old playbook. Corporations write the rules and politicians cash the checks. Now powerful interests are getting behind Becerra, who's taken thousands from big oil, then failed to prosecute them.
I need Chevron. Chevron wants to give me a check. That's their product.
Javier Becerra, part of a broken system that delivers for them, not you.
From the crime scenes to the courtrooms, guilty, verdict. Join us as we break down the facts and the biggest stories in true crime. Monday to Thursday on Criminally Obsessed.
It's the 1% Club with Joe McHale. Which pizza has more slices? How would you fare under the pressure? But the pizza is not slices. The triangle-shaped pizza is a slice, and a rectangle is a piece. Yes. That is not a thing. Monday at 8 on Fox 26.
I'm Cheryl Atkinson with an interview with President Trump from the White House on the next full measure.
Sundays at midnight on Fox 26.
Back to flip side, Kyle and Anna are in the lead with 750 points. To reach the Death Star trailing them with 500 points. Now it's time to speed things up a little and play our fast flip string. We've asked a cross-section of people to choose between two things, and all you got to do is pick the top respondent. Both teams will get 30 seconds to answer as many questions as they can. The first question is worth 100 points, and each question after that increases by an additional 100 points. The team with the most points at the end of this round will move on to our Flip 5 bonus round for a chance to win $10,000. Right? Kyle and Anna, you're in the lead, so we'll start with you. You'll have 30 seconds, which starts as soon as I'm finished reading the first question. You got that? Got it?
Yes, sir.
It's time to play Fast Flips. Superior superpower. Read minds, control minds.
Control minds.
More sequels. Animated movie, live action movie.
Live action movie.
Lost. Ask for directions, look for breadcrumbs.
Ask for directions.
Better feel good song. Walking on sunshine, build me up buttercup.
Walking on sunshine.
More relaxing. Scalp massage, foot massage.
Foot massage.
Kids a trash can. In the open, on the sink.
Under the sink.
Oh. More fun to pop. Balloons, bottles. Balloons. Whoa! You got 7 correct, and that brings your score to 3,550 points. Well done. Well done. All right, ladies. 3,550, that's the score to beat. You have 30 seconds to start after I finish reading the first question. Look. Better Will Smith movie, Independence Day, Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Dog eats. Only dog food, a lot of my food.
A lot of my food.
Brighter lights. Times Square, Vegas Strip.
Times Square.
Tic-tac-toe pick. X's, O's.
X's.
Why auto pay? Convenient, no late fees.
Convenient.
More stressful. Taxes, moving.
Taxes.
Summer footwear. Flip-flop slides.
Flip-flops.
Better listener. My spouse, my dog.
My dog.
Time is up. Kyle and Anna have won the game with 3,550 points. Safisha and Jessica, you played a great game. Here we come back.
Closed captioning brought to you by.
There's the measurement fee, delivery fee, restocking fee.
And installation.
That's not my department.
With Empire's Home Floor Advantage, we have clear, all-inclusive pricing.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Running your first 5K? Hard. His first day behind the wheel? A little bumpy. Choosing a name for your first? Not easy. Progressive understands first times can be challenging. It's why we created the Up Payment Program, down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. Because first times are easier with a little help. Learn more at progressive.com/open the house.
Diabetes can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Easily track your glucose and lower your A1C with the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor. This is progress. Try for free at freestylelibre.us.
Flipside, we'll be right back.
Charlie Crockett Live, May 22nd. Welcome to the table.
We're the radiologist who sees what others can't. We're the bus driver who always makes sure you arrive safely. We're the pastry chef who sweetens every celebration. We're the mail carrier who knows your dog's name. Membership at EECU isn't just for people affiliated with education. We've grown, and so has our field of membership, which means even more people can join EECU and experience the benefits of smarter banking.
The reason I'm running for governor, I want to represent working Californians and stand up to the corporate special interests that have been screwing people across this state forever. And the number one problem that people have in California is the end of the month, people can't make the numbers work. And that's housing, it's electricity, it's gas prices, it's food prices, and it's health. Every time people say you can't do it, that's what I want to do. So let's get to it.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, the heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's. Jordan Walker and the Cardinals. Manny Machado and the Padres. Saturday on Fox 26.
Successfully flipped their way through 3 rounds and will now play our bonus round for a chance to win $10,000. Now here's how we play. There is one question asked of a specific group with 10 answers. Your job is to pick the top 5 answers. Now you'll alternate picking answers. And if you get all of our top 5 before getting 3 strikes, we're sending you out of here with $10,000. All right? Now, we ask adults over 40. Something I keep doing that I swore I'd never do again is drink tequila, grocery shop while hungry, Costco on a Sunday, procrastinate, eat an entire pizza, lift a box I know is too heavy, trust a car salesman, text while drinking, online shopping at 2 a.m., drink coffee after 4 p.m. All right, Anna, we'll start with you. Remember, we are looking for the top 5 answers on that board.
My gut is telling me, because I said this at 30, so I can imagine I'm going to say it at 40, is drink tequila.
All right. Drink tequila. That's the first correct answer on the board. And did it make it into the top 5? No. That was your first strike. Now you still need 5 correct answers to win $10,000. Guys, get us back on track.
Gotcha. All right. So I know as you get a little older, food doesn't sit well on your stomach as well.
Okay.
But I'm still going to go with eat an entire pizza.
Got it. Eat an entire pizza. Did it make the top 5? Hey. Well done, Kyle. Anna, over to you.
I'm going to have to go with drink coffee after 4 p.m. because you'll be up all night.
For your second correct answer on the board, drink coffee after 4 p.m. Is it green? No. No. Okay, that was your second strike. But guys, I've seen people win it from this position, so come on. Kyle, what do you absolutely know will turn green up there?
Definitely grocery shopping while hungry. You're going to end up buying way more stuff. I'm going with grocery shop while hungry.
All right, stay in the game. Grocery shop while hungry. Turn it green. Come on. Yes. Well done there, Kyle Anna. What do you know will turn green?
I am going to go with procrastinate.
Okay. Procrastinate. Is that our third correct answer on the board? Did it make the top 5? That's your first correct answer, and guess what? That's also the number 1 overall answer. All right, Kyle.
I'm going to go ahead and lock in. Lift the box, I know it's too heavy.
All right. Lift the box, I know is too heavy. If that is the 4th correct answer on the board, you will be just 1 correct answer away from $10,000. Lift the box, I know is too heavy. Did it make the top 5? Yeah. You got 4 correct answers, 2 strikes. What do you know out of the remaining 4 answers will absolutely turn green and get you $10,000?
I'm going to go with, oh gosh, because I don't like to do this either. Costco on a Sunday.
Okay. Costco on a Sunday, give it to me. Turn it green. Unfortunately, you didn't win. Let's see the remaining correct answer. Text while drinking. Okay, look, you're still going home with $1,000. All right? Thank you guys so much for playing. That's it for us. We'll get you next time.
If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe? Are you innocent, faultless, above reproach? If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. But finding one, it's laborious, it's strenuous, it's stupefying. That's why you gotta call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. They know the legalese, the lingo, the jargon, and the argot. They'll even tell you how much money your case could be worth. $300,000, $2 million, $86,491, all sorts of numbers. Slip and falls, work accidents, car, truck, bus, motorcycle, motorbike, e-bike, tandem bike. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid, and I don't get paid. So I compel you, I implore you, I beseech you to pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth. 800-373-0500.
Lois, we got you covered.
Box 26, great day.
For that second day, we're told $20,000 from Lawrenceville, Georgia. It's a champion. It's a Charles family. From Temple Hills, Maryland, it's the Anderson family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves a lot of cash, and somebody might have a shot at a Universal Orlando Resort Epic Prize Package for 10. Well, it's the Charles family. Got that win, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
So, everybody.
This is my wife, Diana. That's my brother, Edgar, my sister, Glendy, and my brother-in-law, Alan.
more money.
Yes, sir.
Introduce everybody.
Okay, this is my super mom, and also prayer warrior, Margot. This is my kind-hearted sister, Erin, my glamorous sister, Akeisha, and my vivacious sister, Amber.
Seems like a real nice family. Have yourself a lot of fun. Stay enthusiastic. Now listen, these are the champs. They've already won $20,000. But you came here to win some money too.
Yeah,
Let's get it on. Give me my leap up. You ain't never done that before, man. Top 7 answers on the board. What does a dog do when you come home that would be weird if your spouse did it too?
Lick me.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, lady. We're going to go over here. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to come over there. Miss Margot, what does a dog do when you come home that'd be weird if your spouse did it too?
Bark at me.
Bark at me. What does a dog do when you come home be weird if your spouse did it too?
Wag his tail.
Well, that'd be another way to keep everything popping at the house. Wagging and thinking we're here. We working now. We'll have to stay with you. Keisha, what's the dog do when you come home be weird if your spouse did it too?
Jump all over me.
Jump all over you. What did your dog do when you come home be weird if your spouse did it too?
Hop on me.
All right. This is my kind of question here. Hop on me. Anika, what does a dog do when you come home be weird if your spouse did it too?
Roll over.
Roll over? Margot, what does your dog do when you come home be weird if your spouse did?
Use the bathroom on the floor. One answer left to the board. What does your dog do when you come home be weird if your spouse did? Run outside.
Woo!
Yes.
Run outside. 2 strikes. You gotta be careful. Other family can steal. What does your dog do when you come home be with your spouse?
Whine.
Why? A dog do when you come home that'd be weird if your spouse did it too.
Play fetch.
Play fetch. Let's go fetch. Give me more. Don't give me that. Ladies, top 8 answers on the board. If the bathroom is occupied at a house party, name something you might pee in.
A bush.
A bush. Bathroom occupied at a house party, something you pee in.
The wall.
The what?
The wall.
Such a guy, Anderson. Right there on the wall. Bathrooms occupied at house party. Name some of you people.
The trash can.
The trash can. Occupied at house party. Name some of you people.
The washer or dryer?
That's some dirty mess. Bathroom occupied at a house party. Name something you might be.
The sink.
The sink. Strike. Other family can steal. Bathroom occupied at a house party. Name something else.
The closet. Yeah.
The closet. The bathroom is occupied at a house party. Name something you might be.
A cup, Steve.
Number 7. 6. 4.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years. Some have visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
It's wrong for me to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, considering I'm also Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But ever since the first Cinnamon bite, I can't hide who I am. Must Cinnadust.
UFL on Fox is bringing you closer to the game than ever before. And unprecedented access. That's what this league is built for. Friday, it's the Columbus Aviators and the St. Louis Battlehawks. Then on Saturday, the Louisville Kings face the DC Defenders.
Tonight at 5 on Fox 26. Get the Fox 26 News app now. Instant alerts the second news breaks. Watch Fox 26 News anywhere. Download the Fox 26 News app now.
Some politicians are impossible to trust. Tom Steyer is a different story. Progressives like me trust Tom because he's been on the front lines with us for over a decade. He organized with us against big oil when they tried to pollute our air and water. Tom made big corporations pay their fair share, securing billions for clean energy projects in schools. Now Tom's the candidate who will beat the corporate interests who are making your life unaffordable. Tom Steyer, a progressive governor you can trust.
Welcome back to Family Feud. Richardson Family 148. Give me Edgar. All right, guys, point varies are double. Top 6 answers on the board. Name something Grandpa might leave you in his will that makes you think he didn't really love you all that much.
His dentures.
His dentures.
His shoes.
His shoes. Something Grandpa might leave you in his will make you think he ain't really care for you that much.
Grandma?
Something Grandpa leave you in his will make you think he ain't really love you.
His coin collection?
His coin collection. 2 strikes. Actors and family can steal. Gotta be careful, Eddie. Something Grandpa would leave you in his will make you think he ain't love you that much.
His debt.
His debt. That's an insurance man right there. Diana, 2 strikes. Actress and family can steal. Something Grandpa leave you in his will make you think he didn't love you.
His beat down car?
His beat down?
Yeah.
Two strikes, be careful. Something Grandpa leave you in the will make you think he didn't love you.
His mattress.
Something Grandpa might leave you in his will and make you think he didn't really love you at all.
Steve, I'm gonna go with nothing. He didn't leave a dime.
Number 6.
Managing your money can feel so overwhelming. That's why Monarch gives you one clear view of it all, from everyday spending to your net worth and even your credit score, all in one clear view. Start your free trial at monarch.com.
That's a lot of wins.
Yeah, I agree. More wins.
I think we should do less wins.
That's it. Were we rolling in there?
You said cut.
We did.
Yep. You sure did.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
What a wonderful. Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Can you believe the Mega Millions jackpot's getting even higher? Can you believe we don't have tickets yet?
The bigger, better Mega Millions. Today's jackpot is now over 200 million. Play today.
That is why the chicken crossed the road.
Sinclair Broadcast Group Incorporated is looking for organizations that regularly distribute information about employment opportunities to job applicants or have job applicants to refer. If your organization would like to receive notification of job vacancies at our station, please notify Sinclair Television of Fresno, LLC, 5111 East McKinley Avenue, Fresno, California, 93727. Sinclair Broadcast Group Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer and drug-free workplace.
Team USA legends Landon Donovan and Tim Howard played on the biggest stage in soccer.
Can't fake experience at this level.
Now, they're taking you beyond the headlines and inside the 48.
This isn't debate.
It's the truth.
Unfiltered soccer presented by Volkswagen.
Welcome back to Family Feud. Atchison Family 234. Give me Keisha. Give me Glendy. Point value triple, ladies. Top 4 answers on the board. Name a living celebrity whose first name starts with the letter O.
Oprah.
Oprah. It's the only one I know. Good luck. Name a living celebrity whose first name starts with the letter O.
O.J. Simpson.
You do know he gone. Is he? Yeah. Yeah, he gone. I know you didn't know it. But you said it so fast and so loud. O.J. Simpson. Yeah. Yeah. O.J. Simpson. Name a living celebrity whose first name starts with the letter O.
Obama.
We got 2 strikes. If it's there, we're still alive. If it's not there, the other family can steal and play sudden death. Name a living celebrity whose first name starts with the letter O.
Odom Beckham.
I'm surprised you know that. That is so weird. Beckham. We did the same thing last time. You had no points. I came over here. You can steal. If it's up there, and you're going to play sudden death. If it's not up there, the other family wins the game. Name a living celebrity whose first name starts with the letter O.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Number 2. Hey, I need you. I got a Keisha and I got Amber. We're going to play fast money. $20,000, ladies, right after this. Come on.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute, manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar. Breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
20 seconds on the clock. How much money would it take for you to give up your seat on an overbooked plane?
$500.
Name an animal whose footprint is easy to recognize.
Pass.
Fill in the blank. Boy blank.
Pass.
Besides ketchup, name one other thing you put on French fries.
Salt.
Name something a woman buys when she wants to spoil herself. Okay, you're just nervous. You got to relax. You got to relax.
Yeah, that was hard.
You're all right. It's all good.
Yeah,
That was hard. You gonna need some. How much money would it take for you to give up your seat on an overbooked plane? You said 500, survey said. Footprint is easy to recognize. You said, fill in the blank, boy blank. You said, besides ketchup, name one other thing you put on French fries. You said, salt. Survey said, something a woman buys when she wants to spoil herself. You said, okay, here we go. Keisha, how you feel?
Feel good.
Okay. How many points you think, sister?
50?
You're pretty smart. She got 59.
Okay.
Yeah, so you need 141.
Oh, okay.
Now let me tell you something. You're gonna get this money. I got a good feeling, okay? Gonna be a little bit tougher this time. We'll give you 25 seconds. You ready?
Ready.
All right, let's remind everybody of Amber's answers. 25 seconds on the clock. Take your turn. Focus. How much money would it take for you to give up your seat on an overbooked plane?
3,000.
Name an animal whose footprint is easy to recognize.
Elephant.
Fill in the blank. Boy blank.
Mom.
Besides ketchup, name one other thing you put on French fries.
Salt.
Try again.
Ketchup.
Name something a woman buys when she wants to spoil herself.
Luxury purse.
Something you put on French fries.
Ranch.
You need 141. How much money would it take for you to give up your seat on an overbooked airplane? You said 3,000. You better be fly, girl. Somebody said number one answer, 1,000. Name an animal whose footprint is easy to recognize. You said elephant. Survey said dog is number one. Fill in the blank, boy blank. You said boy mom. Survey said Boy George was the number one answer. Besides ketchup, name one other thing you put on French fries. You said ranch. Survey said salt. Salt was number one. Something a woman buys when she wants to spoil herself. You said luxury purse. Survey said was the number one answer. That's all. They'll be right back on Family Feud, everybody.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance, plus stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Your elected congressional leaders, held accountable
By impartial, fact-based journalists.
Connect to Congress.
Wednesday mornings at 7 on Fox 26 Great Day.
Lily doesn't play like she's 62. She plays like you owe her something. And with Ensure Max Protein, she always collects.
Does she still plays?
Dude, you're in your prime, so keep it that way. Insure yourself.
On 3, Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Porterville, we've got you covered. Fox 26.
You're invited to Epic RV's massive second location. Save thousands on top-selling travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. Plus 15 used RVs at our new RV Store Center. 41 at Avenue 14 in Madera will hook you up.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance, plus stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
Catch all the Fox 26 local news, weather, and sports on YouTube. Scan this QR code and get connected. Subscribe and turn on the notifications, and you'll never miss the news in our community. Fox 26 News on YouTube. Join today.
Some cities remember greatness. In St. Louis, they demanded Ricky Club. Things happen here in the many fans here. This place is a special place. The brand greatest show on turn. Ricky Club. Yes, in this city, you have wealth, fighting for dwellers. Once your face gateway to new freedoms and innovation. Safe, wonderful, It's going to be Friday night here in St. Louis. Be honored tonight as the hometown Battlehawks take on the Columbus Aviators in Friday Night Football here on Fox. Right now, St. Louis comes in as one of the hottest teams in the entire NFL. Take a look at the standings. They are in second place right now behind making into the playoffs. So, in the regular season, along with Joel Clark, John Hickman, I'm Kurt Connecting. Joel, despite being 4-2, St. Louis making a change at quarterback this week.
Luis Perez back in, the king of spring. He was traded to this club a couple of weeks ago, and now he's going to make a start for the Battlehawks. It'll be his first snaps of the season, but remember, he's got a lot of experience. He's looking to take care of the football. They've struggled with interceptions. They've got a great defense. They're looking for the veteran to calm things down.
Well, he will take over their offense. The offense for Columbus is pretty steady. They run the football better than anybody else in the league.
And it's done with a stable of backs. Only 3 of them, but 2 get the bulk of the carries. John Lovett as well as Zaquandre White. These guys will be facing the #1 rushing defense in the league. It's going to be a great test. Columbus loves to run it. St. Louis, great defense. We should be in for a really good matchup.
It will be a good one. These guys Friday night, you're going to foul on Fox. Don't go anywhere. Kickoff. Right around the corner.
Sorry, bud. Not while I weed.
Hey, who let the dogs out? Spruce, a new weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees for dead weeds in just 1 day. Spruce, pet-friendly, weed deadly.
I used to think that nothing can stop me. Then I faced bladder cancer and even leaks, and on it, I could not run. But I knew I had to stay in the game. So take it from me. Don't be afraid to try Depend Guards. It changes everything. But you.
Wednesday, one person will win the greatest advantage in full history.
Territory freeze. Sunglass booties. Sharp. A pet. Let's freeze it.
The full all-new Wednesday on Fox.
Welcome to a 2-part sleep deprivation special.
Dog callers?
Shoot after 48 hours of fear begins this Thursday on Fox.
Sorry, bud. Not while I weed.
Hey, who let the dogs out? Spruce, a new weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees for dead weeds in just 1 day. Spruce, pet-friendly, weed deadly.
Huggies Little Movers with HugFit 360. Big moves, even bigger protection.
So if we win, it's not going to still. Oh, no, it's not.
What? You think the U.S. is going to win the World Cup?
What? You don't believe in miracles?
For those 2 guys haven't had to pay for a dinner in St. Louis in 27 years, Mike Jones on the right, he made the tackle in Super Bowl, and Dick Vermeil, who was the head coach of the greatest show on turf. They are being honored tonight as the St. Louis Battlehawks take on the Columbus Aviators. Before kickoff, why don't we check in on the sidelines with Brock Ewert. Brock.
I appreciate that, Kurt. Luis, you've been here before 3 times on the other sideline as an opponent. What's going through the mind is now you get to be a Battlehawk.
Yeah, the best fan base is now on my side, so it's a good feeling. Excited to go out there and play with these guys, man. I'm really excited.
How will Kurt and Joel and I know you're comfortable in a system you've been in just for, what, a couple of weeks?
Yeah, no, I've been cramming it. AJ and I have been cramming the playbook, and he's done a great job catching me up, and excited to go put the show.
Appreciate it, Luis. Have a good one.
Thanks, Brock.
All right, thanks, Brock. AJ is AJ Smith, the offensive coordinator for St. Louis, and we're going to get a chance to see Perez. He's going to have to wait because Columbus won the toss. They are going to take the ball first. Ted Ginn Jr., the former receiver, there on the left, the head coach in his first stint at Columbus. Now Hawks led by another. Remember that greatest show on film, Ricky Cole. Most of you guys know about it.
And they both look like they could go for about 6 for 152 today.
But they stay in good shape. And this is going to be a disaster. Started Jalen Hall. Back Columbus up inside the wrong 5-yard line to begin.
I mean, he's trying to go back here like Willie Mays style over his shoulder and just bobbles it out of bounds. That is not the way they wanted to start. I thought it was smart for them to take the kick, Kurt, because this is a rushing attack that can chew up clock. There's no doubt about that. Now Jalen McClendon on the field, backed up. He's your quarterback. Last week, he was very good against Houston. 20 of 26 for 187, a touchdown, no interceptions. He is taking the lead in completion percentage, but make no mistake about it. This Columbus team is about running the football and establishing the run. It's going to be very difficult against this defense. This is the number one rushing defense in the UFL.
They're going into 4-yard line. First play from scrimmage. And they hand off first carry by John Lovett. Lowers his shoulder, picks up 7-yard line. This we keep an eye on. Columbus has.
Yeah, both of these backs, Lovett and White, you know, they're very good. Toatala is going to be in there as well, the third back. And then defensively, this is the best defense in the league, anchored by Peter Tamuapenu and Travis Feeney. But it's really about their blueprint. I talked about their great rushing defense. They're also great rushing the quarterback. If they can stop you on first and second down, get you into obvious passing situations, that's when they're at their best.
The St. Louis defense, number one, Roman and Mania. Second play from scrimmage, second carry by Lovett. And then he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And strength against strength here today. Number one rushing attack in the league. Columbus running it for just over 140 yards per game, and this St. Louis defense, they have been stout. And Bert, I've been excited. I haven't been able to cover the St. Louis team yet this year. And finally getting a chance to see this defense live and in person, watch them fly around, and their speed, in particular in the front seven, is always what's impressed me.
And now they'll get a chance to rush the front seven. They got a big run on 3rd and 3 just with the doctor ordered for Columbus as they get the first down on a nice run of 33 yards.
Yeah, this is a beautiful job on the left side of this offensive line as well as the tight end, Gunnar Oaks. Look at Gunnar Oaks, the tight end, just locking up Travis Feeney right there. That big 84 Gunnar Oaks, that was a beautiful block on the edge. Lovett finds the seam and he gets upfield. That's exactly what Todd Haley, their offensive coordinator,
at 45. And they go back to the ground. Love it. That play blown up by Travis Feeney.
There's Todd Haley. Really leaned into this run game. Found a recipe for success with this offense. They're throwing the ball far too often early in the season. Led to 3 straight losses. They've won 2 of their last 3, and in those 2 wins, they have leaned heavily into running the football, including against Dallas. They had an 18-play, 97-yard drive. They ran the ball 17 times on that drive.
4 plays, 4 runs, and it Brian Emerson, the tackle in the back of the field. Makes the time.
Yeah, he's really good on the edge.
He's the best in the league. I should know his name by now.
He and Travis Feeney anchor those edges, and this is exactly where they thrive. This St. Louis team last week, when they were playing Louisville, they had 6 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. We see a couple of tackles behind the line of scrimmage here on 1st and 2nd down, and now the first obvious passing situation of the game.
Leonard gets it off, comes it off. The bike. Spinning, and he stopped well short of the first down.
So the big run gave him a little bit of room, but not a successful opening drive for Columbus.
No, but just short of that 50-yard line. That's big, obviously. If you're just joining us this year in the UFL, there's been some really fun rule changes. I think the most impactful is once you cross the 50-yard line, you cannot punt. Now, that's still affords you a punt inside of 2 minutes of each. But you're just short of the 50, and Robbins will be on to kick it away.
But Robbins, the leading punter, I believe. Are they referring to that being the right? And there'll be Rick Stone, Don Frost, the leading punt returner in the league, showing why. And so St. Louis will have good field position and Luis Perez's first snaps of the season.
We've been building chainsaws for over 100 years. Now that century of cutting comes in the mold. A new blade and same bloodline. Right now, save $50 on select motors. Steel.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, the heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Knock on.
Yes. Say yes. Why not? Sleep near my edge.
Legendary. Start of the light. It's Miller time.
Okay, the plumber's fixing that burst pipe. Should be all set. Good thing you're protected 24/7 with your home and auto bundle from Progressive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out the right caption to post about this.
Maybe something like, I have protection, just need a lifeguard.
What about that emoji with a shocked face?
Or maybe flooded with emotion.
That's too much. Try Tuesdays are cray.
You know, technically, you don't post everything that happens online. Oh, thank you. Life is meaningless without affirmation, am I right? We are green. Let's go.
The Golden Spring King, Luis Perez, only quarterback to win games in the AAF, XFL, CSL, USFL, and the UFL. Now, on a 7 different spring football team, he's actually played 8 spring seasons, and over the last 2 seasons, he's led the UFL in passing each of those 2 years. But now, the guy's taken more snaps probably than anybody in the history of spring football. Gets his first as a St. Louis Battlehawk this year.
I know he's excited for this opportunity, and he's an efficient player, there's no doubt. But what he's called upon to do is limit the interceptions. They've really struggled with the interceptions. You saw their great defense. If you got a great defense,
everybody excited he hasn't been there, I guess, huh?
All-star, office number 61, by their penalty, first down.
They don't punish with the center.
Yeah, and Brock, I would just say, I think one of the most difficult parts of all these rotating quarterbacks is actually the cadence. You know, for the offensive lineman, it's a different cadence for all these guys.
Question about it. It was fun watching the warm-ups too, Joel, just trying to get comfortable with his teammates. That trust that you build. He's been here only a couple weeks, no training camp. It's going to be fun to watch unfold.
Ready to go. First play from scrimmage. Flag down on the play as he throws out without intended for Howard. We'll see what the play goes.
Well, there was a lot of contact in the secondary. It looked like they were holding Akeem Butler.
Hey, did you? Holding. Defense number 9. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Well, this is going to be a matchup that I'm excited to watch. This is Cam Smith, the corner. Now, he was out last week with a shin injury. He's one of the top corners in the league. But right here is Ronald Schultz. Just grabs him by points right there.
I think that was easy to call.
Yeah, all the flags came out there.
Ready to go.
They got a first down on the hole.
Oh, and Hunt.
Jarvie and Howard back.
Inside the 20. That one made a good ball. How about that bounce? Howard with a beautiful run right here, but a good strip. There's a little punch, and they strip it out. It was coming loose before he was down. That is a live ball. And then how about the bounce right here? Always got to be hustling, trying to get a block downfield. You can see Jackson scoops it up and picks up more. Howard has been very good for them running the football. He's one of the leading rushers. He is the leading rusher in the UFL. That's something they can lean on. Even their big play receiver, Hakeem Butler, on the outside, they've been able to run the ball really efficiently.
And some confusion as they try to get lined up.
Timeout, St. Louis. The first of the half. The blitz clock was winding all the way down.
You see, Luis is saying, hey, they didn't reset the clock, but they did. And so St. Louis supposed to do that timeout.
Yeah, and if we take a look at our players to watch when St. Louis has the ball, you take a look at this offense, and we've already seen Jarvion Howard. This is one of the better backs in the league, and he can really run it. And Hakeem Butler on the outside, he is a big play threat. He's averaging 25 yards per catch. So what do you have to do to combat that? Well, you got to get after the run game. That's going to be Ron Stone up front, the front seven, and to find a matchup in the secondary, and that's going to be Cam Smith. We already saw him with the one hold, gave him a free first down. That's a matchup that we'll be seeing and watching all night long.
A.J. Smith, the offensive coordinator, lots of weapons. You're talking about Howard, number one rusher. Number two receiver as far as yards in the league. This defense, number one overall. You see why they have the record yet. Still forced to make a change at quarterback to try to be more efficient.
The only thing they've struggled with is turn the football over at the quarterback position. Here go a little wildcat action.
And they pops out yet again. This time it was Gary Jennings, the wide receiver, trying to come around on the end around. Kendrick Whitehead.
Regular blue.
DJ Smith doing a little creativity here with Gary Jennings there.
Here we go. Nice. Strong right. Denver punch out X crack. Strong right. Denver punch out X crack.
Hey, Denver punch out X crack.
Denver punch out. Hurry up.
6 yards on the run.
Ready to go. Hunt.
Brings it down, just overthrows the tight end, Tyler Neville.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, we're good. Sin, bunch left nasty. Wide magic orbit, split 651, fence the Z. Run for the back. 651, Sin, bunch left nasty. Run for forward, running back. Ready to go.
Shifted by St. Louis. Right there at the first down marker, and they got it by that much.
What a move right there at the sideline. He gave a little bit of a pause, a hesitation, and then he just dives forward, keeps himself up before that left quad hit the sideline.
Will be further play. They started quickly. This takes inside the 5. Locking on the door of St. Louis right now.
Kenny Willikis was the defensive end. He was unblocked right there on that give. Had a chance for a tackle for loss, but
Denver punch.
let's see, he was able to just slip out of it. And Ricky Pearl has got to be pleased with the way this offensive series has gone here. The first for Luis Perez.
Turbo. Ready to go.
So 2 yards short of the goal line.
Well, now it's just a function of do you have a fourth down here? And Brock, if I've got a fourth down call, I'd probably try to go to Hakeem Butler on third down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's interesting, and Ball has a way of working himself out like this. Chatting with AJ before the game, this was the situation he pointed to.
They got
not only the turnovers, but our red zone execution, as you said, Kurt, they're going to get into some wildcat here.
Yeah, Blake Jackson, the former college quarterback, now in wide receiver, and he cheats it into the end zone. Didn't make it. Stopped just before he got there by Smoke Monday.
I mean, what a step here. They go on a zone read, and you can see it looks like he's just going to dive right into the end zone, and he is just stopped in his tracks by Smoke Monday. He was signed after week 1, and he's come in and he's played very well in the secondary for this Columbus team. Great stop.
Let's go. Turbo. Turbo. It's moving going inside the one.
You go a little kind of pseudo wildcat backup quarterback, and then the quarterback sneak. I've never seen Brock a quarterback sneak with his helmet above the pile like that.
Well, don't you think some of that is because there's no tush push?
Yeah.
Right? I think we get so accustomed watching certainly college and NFL. Oh, this is going to be the tush push. That is not allowed in the league. And there's a little savvy move from Luis, albeit unorthodox, to find the end zone.
Maybe they don't need to pass. Nice, effective drive to open up the series. Bennett gets the St. Louis. Kicks it over, launches down the field. Luis Perez, hand it back to spring football. Gets 7-0 Avalanche.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack, Jack.
Are you one of the millions surprised by rising prices? Well, AT&T just raised your rates. You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a charming British actor. But I do know this. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile. They'll give you $400 plus pay off your phone up to $800 when you switch. And with T-Mobile's price guarantee on their experience plans, they won't raise the price of your rate plans for 5 years. Join T-Mobile and I guarantee you won't look back. That's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much? I feel like an actual lawyer.
It's Pod's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until May 18th and see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating or renovating, save up to 30% at pods.com.
Now, at McDonald's, a McDouble is $2.50. So Miles, Jaden, and Carl have a fun. It's called McDouble Macro Monday. Get more value when you order from the under $3 menu. Tonight's game is sponsored by Progressive. Progressive Insurance makes bundling home and auto easy. Well, used to celebrating good offenses in St. Louis, in part because of that greatest show on turf, the won the Super Bowl in the '99 season. The architect of that team, Dick Vermeil, standing by with Mark Ewers.
Oh, that's pretty fun for me, Kurt. Architect of the greatest show on turf. So what goes through your mind when you walk into this building today?
Well, I think about all the wonderful people and the job that they did here and allowed me to enjoy some success that without those people that we wouldn't have been able to do. The fans even here, like here, there's some Ram fans here from the old days, you know, so it's a really a great feeling. You know, it's a great stadium. It's too bad there's not an NFL team in here, but it is what it is, and these kids play good football.
I think it was, about 1999 down in that end zone, the head coach of this Bellhawks team Do you remember the play?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't really a true play call. The touchdown was an adjustment off a safety blitz. And third corner, and Ricky Poole read it properly as coached by Mike Parks and Al Saunders and Jim Hannaford that executed it beautifully. And, of course, Ricky made an unbelievable catch.
And what are the numbers? You'll be 90 in the fall. Married 70 years. How many kids, grandkids, great-grandkids?
We have 11 grandkids and 5 great-grandchildren, yeah. They're all football fans.
How cool is that, Coach? It's an honor.
Thank you. Bye.
Man, that was some of the greatest football that we've ever seen. Yeah. You know, what they did offensively. We've never seen anything like that. You know, Marshall Falk and Hakeem on the outside. I mean, they were just so good at throwing the football.
That's how Gary really, I didn't say it changed football, but it modernized it.
Yeah,
He tried to copy that, and it accelerated the game into the version that we have today.
Well, and I know it's been, 20, 25 years, but you look at the NFL now, and the running back position has morphed into find a Marshall Falk. Christian McCaffrey, Jahmyr Gibbs. I think the reason Jeremiah Love was just selected 3rd overall of the Arizona Cardinals is because of that metamorphosis of not just a traditional running back, but a guy that can hurt you out of the backfield catching the ball.
No special.
McClendon is a guy that does not throw the football down the field all that often. They want to churn the yards on the ground. The thing that they allude to is Tate Martin for 81. He normally lines up in the slot. He's going to be shifting into the slot. I was going to say line up in the backfield, but now he's sitting there right in the slot.
They're looking this way. Right away, Dave Lyson makes the stop. And Kiki Chisholm won't get the first down.
Lincoln wants him to go for it. Yeah, I don't think he knows where he's at on the field. He can't go for this right now. So here's the concept. You're trying to get Tate Martin out on the left side. That's where he wants to go first. And then come back to that drag route. That's Kiki Chisholm, but it's zone defense. And he never settled down. He just ran himself into that far side defender and kind of covered himself up. If you're on that drag route or someone coming across the middle, you got a zone defense, you got to settle down in that vacant area. If he was able to do that, he probably could have turned upfield and got the first down.
So Brad Robbins on the punt for the second time in 2 possessions. High, kick. Fresh. And Sean Fresh out to about the 30-yard line. And so St. Louis will get another crack at it already, having scored on the opening time they touched the football in front of one of the great men in the history of the National Football League, Dick DeVille. And that team being honored tonight.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports. Love your mind.
Love?
Your mind.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
When you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
love
your mind.
Protecting what you care about is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. That's why we have a plan to protect just about anything, like this car, and this awesome bike. The stuff in that apartment you're renting, it's protected. This golf cart, it's protected. Hey, don't worry, that home's protected too. Protection for just about every part of life, no matter what kind of life you have. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This steak is so good. It's like my dad grew it. So
This steak just taught me to never pay sticker price.
This steak will give me some really sound financial advice.
This steak just said he was proud of me for getting the best deal in town for endless steak and sides and everything.
Go and tell your mom if you love her. Go and tell your mom if you love her. Go and tell your people you love her. Go and tell your people you love her. You tell them you said, baby, I love you. Hey.
In Arlington, Texas, we are a city where dreams take flight and our roots run deep. We are fired up by innovation,
we cherish our hometown traditions. We're a community made stronger by diversity, partnerships, can-do spirit. It's a place where you can live for the moment, dancing under the stars, seeking out thrills and cheering in the stands. Arlington, the American Dream City.
Well, we mentioned earlier, these two head coaches know one another. Ricky Proehl and Ted Ginn Jr. were together with the Carolina Panthers when Ricky was the wide receivers coach, and Ginn was a wide receiver, really trying to get his career started again. It was the 9th overall pick in the draft by Miami, with bouncing around a little bit. And Sid being there and having Ricky instruct him really got him going again. He played 14 years in the NFL.
Yeah, and extended his career and credited Ricky and his coaching style and what he was teaching him to really that last, 6-7 years of his career. It's astonishing, you hear these names, you think, oh yeah, he played in the league, and he has played forever in the NFL. It's just so impressive.
Again, 14 seasons. Ricky Proehl played 17 years and went to 3 Super Bowls. Meaning a pair of them. And James gets to carry on first down.
And now, Ricky had some coaching experience and had been an assistant. He had been a wide receiver coach here in St. Louis at times. But certainly Ted Ginn getting his first chance, to be a head coach. And I will say, in the first week of the season covering Columbus, to what that team has morphed into, Ted Ginn has done a really nice job of finding what his team does well, leaning into it, creating a blueprint for how to win football games.
And also maybe just finding what he does well as a head coach. He can't put out Kylan James going to be stopped just a yard short of that first down.
Another thing that was interesting on that first series of Brock, you kind of pointed this out to us in a break, is A.J. Smith, the offensive play caller, when he's calling pass plays specifically, he's letting Luis Perez kind of know the route, and now he's going to change up the quarterback here and go back to this.
They go that wildcat, and Blake Jackson hands it off. Kylan James gets enough for the first.
But Brock, you were saying A.J. will tell him the route, at the end.
881, Omaha Lightning. Rips right up. 881, Omaha Lightning.
So I think, Joel, what you'll see is in situational ball, especially red zone, third down, where the calls are a little bit longer, right? And you got to give a little bit more information. Even to a veteran like Luis, you'll get that. Otherwise, a simple call like this, a base play, he's got 3 down in.
Lost that one up. And mistimed it with Hakeem Butler.
This is one of those timing things and I would say familiarity things that he's going to have to learn. Hakeem Butler, you just put that ball up right to the top of his helmet. Hakeem Butler is a really large player on the outside. I mean, he's 6'5".
Boston's there. That's it. 15 seconds. Gotta go.
Hey, Boston's there already. Hey, over there.
And that's another unique element right there.
Boston's there.
Joel, is AJ's mic is open all the way to snap down. NFL, it cuts off at 15 seconds. Not in this league.
Ready to go. Get it off.
Hand it off. Charlie stepped in the backfield.
Nothing round of run. Right away was tackled by Tony Field.
This is going to be just a missed assignment up front. Because why? He's just going to knife right into the interior of this offensive line. Nobody there. And he's able to get that tackle made behind the line of scrimmage. Jarvion Howard has run really tough so far today. He's a big back. He's 222 pounds. And that was a nice tackle right there.
He was the leading tackler in the UFL this year, so you should know where he is. Here's Perez on third down, going deep into the middle.
Well, that's the guy you got to go through down the field again. He's averaging 25 yards to catch. He's so imposing physically, and this is severely underthrown, and he's able to just adjust on that ball. Cam Smith can't make the play, even made a lot of contact before that ball arrived, and Butler was able to concentrate through that contact and make the catch.
Maybe the most physically imposing receiver in the UFL. They go to him again, and a little hand fight in there this time. Cam Smith on the coverage, the ball's incomplete.
And certainly should have been called. Here's the matchup on the outside. Again, Cam Smith out last week, but look at all that contact, and he hinders him from getting back to the ball. He's got that left arm around him. I thought certainly there would be a flag out. And then you can see Hakeem Butler is frustrated over on the sideline.
wonder sometimes if size of a little bit disadvantage where officially we were a little got maybe a little bit more room to consider. Play clock issue again. Timeout, St. Louis. It's their second and a half. One third timeouts have had to be used because of the play clock winding down. You expect that sometimes you got first down, goes back in the system.
If I feel like I can't get it off, I'm calling. I don't know if you hear me. You can't get it. I thought you were it's kind of like. All right, do you want to go smoke stick or Kentucky mesh? Smoke stick. Okay. So, but let's get a good zoom. Okay? What ball?
Long middle. You want to go right or right? Hey, yeah. Let's get Keelan up here.
You know. What's the play? Yeah. It's the same play. Zoom the tray right. Hey, win on the slot fade, baby. Yeah. Stick. Smoke stick. Smoke stick. Yeah. Same play.
Hey, we got Bob Fifth there. We got Mike Local stick. All one ready? Yeah. I wonder why Butler's out here. Perez saying he wanted to go to him. And A.J. Smith said he's out. Hakeem Butler, their best receiver, standing on the sideline here.
Ready to go.
And that.
Hood.
Sit up towards the end.
The exact coverage that they were looking for, man-to-man, and you got that slot fade. You heard A.J. Smith talk about the slot fade. Token fake in the backfield, and then this ball's just got to be high into the outside. That's a beautiful throw from Luis Perez, and McBride can just run right underneath it, beats the coverage, good release, and he's able to catch it in the end zone for a touchdown.
McBride scoring back-to-back weeks, 14 yards on that score. And St. Louis lining up to go up by 14. What a start this has been for this offense. Ramirez puts it through. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns for the Battlehawks. Luis Perez in his first start ran for a score. Now he's thrown for 1. St. Louis rolling out the gate. Up by 2 touchdowns. Taking a sideline jump for joy.
That name on your shirt, it means something. Because Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Stop that. Now let's get out there and play like it.
Again, Doug? Parents need to stay over there.
Sorry, Coach.
Also, get your little buddy.
No. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty. You're seeing Skechers' famous glide set footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Get the comfort and style of glide set now with the convenience of slip-ins with no bending down or touching your shoes. Try glide set Skechers slip-ins.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. New jobs, new projects with quality tools from Harbor Freight. We've got the savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring at Harbor Freight.
Always something different. All night, every night.
Nailed it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Boom.
Get better payouts this NBA playoffs off FanDuel.
I used to think that nothing can stop me. Then I faced bladder cancer and even leaks, and on it, I could not run. But I knew I had to stay in the game. So take it from me. Don't be afraid to try the pin guards. It changes everything, but you.
From sauce to dust to nuggets. Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets. No, they don't come in mine. That would make like 0 cents with the name. New Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets. Only at Taco Bell.
3rd and 8th. While Luis Perez getting the battle hawks off to the kind of start that would be the envy of anybody. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
Exactly what they were hoping for, right? You make this change, and what you're trying to do is raise your floor. And then, hey, hopefully the ceiling of your offense also goes up. You're trying to raise your floor, minimize the mistakes, in particular those interceptions. They had thrown 9 interceptions so far this year, 10 turnovers total. That was really the only weak part of this team.
We should point out, the next starting here is the backup in Dallas, who then goes out of bounds. He started as the backup, was traded here just 3 weeks ago, and now in the starting lineup and talking with Brock Huard about it.
Well, Luis, you told us this week on our call that virtual reality was a part of your preparation. Is it paying dividends as you look at the tape?
Yeah, no, I was able to take a lot of reps. Obviously, I only had 3 practices this week. But yeah, virtual reality, I can take, thousands of reps. I'm in there all the time, so it's been really paying off.
Talk to me about the 3rd down post route and the inside fade for the touchdown.
Yeah, so Keem did a great job winning, stepping on the DB's toes, and I just, I put it up for him, and Keem does what Keem does. So, and the slot fade, people did a great job on the release. One vertic beat him with speed, and I was able to put a ball on him.
We're listening to AJ in the headset, and there's a lot of communication almost sometimes up to the snap. How is that playing the position, handling all that while still looking at that defense, too?
Yeah, no, it's been good. He's put the man on the sheet. Obviously, only had 2 practices, but yeah, he's been great, and excited to go out there again. Appreciate it, Luis. Thanks.
The coming has certainly paid off so far. We'll wrap up the first quarter. Peter, Dame Payne, sealing it off just like they did this first quarter. This defense has given up nothing, and the offense has given everything. 14-0. 1 quarter plus. The hometown Cowboys in
Your truck is made to work hard, and Valvoline heavy-duty diesel engine oil keeps it that way. With up to 35% better wear protection, it's specially formulated to protect when engines are pushed to the limit. Make the switch to Valvoline heavy-duty diesel today.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
It's Saturday, and you're in the cleanup spot. Hey, nobody bats 1,000, but tonight, let's go! Drink. Because it's a Saturday night, it's baseball night in America. Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Take the walk of your life with NAMI Walk. Join us Saturday, May 16th at Woodward Park and walk in support of those facing mental health challenges. Every dollar raised helps NAMI provide free programs, support, and guidance for those in need. Now is the time to come together, spread hope, and show that no one has to walk this journey alone. Register today.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. When you need to communicate, you can communicate.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. Plus, over the past 5 years, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T, and enjoy a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans.
The value that we get with T-Mobile is excellent.
Mom, I got it. Life is what a dream. Life is what a dream.
Change happens fast. Lock in your internet price for 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Epic RV now has 2 locations. Double the selection, double the saving, and triple the satisfaction. Save thousands on 41 across from Valley Children Center on 41 and Avenue 14 in Madera, where we'll hook you up.
From the crime scenes to the courtrooms, guilty, verdict. Join us as we break down the facts and the biggest stories in true crime. Monday to Thursday on Criminally Obsessed.
Wednesday on Fox.
What's up, Defender Nation? We're out here, just got done with the ring ceremony.
But Georgetown and the defenders got their championship rings last week, and now, winners of 5 straight, they'll host the Louisville Kings at 1:30 Eastern Time tomorrow. You can visit UFL.com/tickets if you're in the area and you want to go to the game live and host it out at Field and be in your favorite beer steak. Or you can scan the QR code right there in the screen to make it easy for you. Here in St. Louis. Oh, Battlehawks so far winners of 3 of their last 4. You can see why.
In particular on defense. Only 47 total yards for this Columbus team, and right now St. Louis is just committing all their resources to stopping the run. They understand that Columbus has to run the football. Look at all the Battlehawks up near the line of scrimmage. They're just not going to allow this group to sit there and hand the football off to get back in this game.
And they wind up with an empty backfield of Jimmy McClellan. The first player decided to throws up. Big. The intended seating, but there's a fluid down on the play. See Luka Markey. They call him to not the trigger. Defense number 0. The long take was on the foul. First down.
Series, we saw a lot of contact, and it was not called, and that's why these Battlehawk fans are not going to be with Brock. I know you were right there in the conversation that Ricky Kroll, the head coach of the Battlehawks, had with the far side official about that pass interference. Why would one of those be called and the other one not?
Well, the conversation down in the red zone was by the back judge, I'm not going to reward a poorly thrown ball. It was not on the back shoulder. So to him, it didn't justify that penalty in that case. The other back judge felt different. They gave the split 3 yards. Big run. Down inside of the 20-yard line, and suddenly Columbus is looking good. 23-11.
Yeah, and this is a really good job by this offensive line. They mashed down that defensive front, opened up a hole. There you see Zaquandre White, that physical slashing style he has. He's 6'1", 215 pounds. Now they're finally getting that run game going.
In the air with London. Running underneath Tate Martin. Crossing route.
For Columbus, it's about running the football, but you can tell they're going to have to throw it a little bit in order to open up the run game for these backs.
Yeah, there's kind of a fine line too, Joel, because they would love to huddle and slow this game down, but they've also watched their defense give up 2 touchdowns to the Reeds Brits on 2 drives. So a little bit more pace, rhythm, and tempo to this offense on this drive.
Feels like an offense that needs to get something going as we draw a flag here before the ball is snapped. And Glendon took off from the early. Ball start. Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. Second down. Maybe the center was a little late. One of the two.
Felt like everyone was on the same page except for Matt Farniok. Number 71, the center, he just didn't snap it for Todd Haley.
It was a signal defense. Yeah, look at it's faster than I could look. 15 stops it. And get back to the line of scrimmage and forward for no gain.
Trying to use these formations, Brock, and the movement before the snap to try to confuse the defense and create a little bit of an opening.
Yeah, that's too bad because those pre-snap penalties, they kill you in any area of the field, that they just destroy scoring opportunities. That's what they wanted. They actually got the blitz through that screen into it, but still kicking themselves with that false start.
You can see St. Louis gave up a field goal on the opening drive last week. Nothing since. Jalen Morton on the quarterback, but he's usually never run than he does. Slaps it to the touchdown. Let's stay it. Fun effort for Morton.
By Jalen Morton. He runs through about 4 tackles right here. Now, he's 6'4", 230 pounds. And watch the big fella run. Great little jump cut there. And then there's 1, 2, there's 3, 4, and then a 5th. Battle Hawk defender can't get him down, and he rumbles his way into the end zone. That was an incredible answer from this Columbus offense. They were able to get some passing game going, open up some of those run lanes, and then finally Morton on the field to rumble into the end zone and cut this lead in half.
15-yard touchdown run by the backup quarterback. He's a specialist at that. Who gets the extra point? Well, we said it felt like an important drive for Columbus. They take advantage of it. They chuck the lead in half. Jalen Morton into the end zone, and we got ourselves a ball game.
It's Pod's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until May 18th. And see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating to a new home or renovating your current one, save up to 30%. Pods brings the container to you, and you can pack at your own pace. Then we'll take it to your new home or to a secure Pod storage center until you need it, so you don't have to do the driving. Book now and save up to 30% at pods.com.
I'm a different kind of threat. You can't call the cops on me. I don't even have to break in. I'm invited.
Want a twist on breakfast? Try the new DQ Breakfast Collection, like new Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dip Cone, new Fruity Pebble Shake, and the new Choco Frosted Donut Blizzard Treat. The new Breakfast Collection, here for any time of day, but not for long.
This is the one who makes sparks fly. Getting it done takes the right material, experience, and the right partner. The professional-grade products you need. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. The Reddick sits atop the standings. That's why it takes time to listen to this flip-flopping sports. And that becomes the answer. Why is the
14-7. Both teams have gotten a rushing touchdown from the quarterback. Jalen Morton, the backup quarterback, coming in and doing it. St. Louis has relied on Luis Perez. He's got maybe the best receiver in the league, Hakeem Butler, who's been open a time or two, right, Brock?
You know, it's interesting in this league this year, a lot of first-time head coaches, right? Ted Ginn, one of them, Chris Redmond in Louisville, a lot of them, A.J. McCarron. And the organization has tried to surround these young coaches with veteran coaches like Todd Haley. And it was Todd Haley that had a little conversation with the D coordinator, Captain Munnerlyn, about, hey, number 88, you may not want to leave him in one-on-one situations, a third down in the red zone.
Yeah, he was as good as it gets. You saw the big catch he had, actually, out in front. But you can't leave him open. He's too good. Again, I'm sure we'll take that under advisement.
I would just say this, though, as this defense comes out, and Brock, this is something to watch now, because this is where the adjustments take place. If they try to protect over the top of Hakeem Butler, then Jarvion Howard is going to be able to run wild on them, because this is the worst rushing defense in the league, and they need those safeties down low. But when you have the safeties down low, you've got to play one-on-one on the outside. So that's great from Todd Haley. It's like, okay, great. They Captain Munnerlyn says, well, what do you want me to do? You know, just let him run the football. So what does he do? He's going to go single safety back, and they're in one-on-one coverage.
And there's Howard. And they stopped it. 1 yard pickup on the play.
And so, Brock, it becomes situational. You've got to win first and second down so that you can get the third and obvious, and then protect in the passing game and put that safety back.
Yeah, and I think what Todd Haley sees in the Luis Perez is just don't let him know early. Right? I mean, just try to disguise. Don't make it so easy for him. Pre-snap and into post-snap, those one-on-ones. Maybe a little disguise as much as you can.
This one is not disguise. You got one-on-one all over. It's the sixth receiver he's in. And again, this is straight man-to-man coverage, and this isn't even close as far as coverage goes. It's just throwing a little bit of an out route up right there from the slot. It's almost a slot corner, and Perez is able to just lock this one out near the sideline. It's an easy catch.
Let's go, let's go.
Early back to the line of scrimmage. In Columbus territory. And there's a good open field tackle by Michael Lawson.
That was an incredible play by Michael Lawson. Brock, did you see him fight through that block in front and get to Pearson?
Yeah, because I think what you also see is that ball's out in a hurry. And these DBs got to do that. Like, if you would take your dad against Luis Perez, and he did. He crossed his face beautifully and used that sideline as the extra defender.
We're ready to go. Hard.
Steps in. Tilted from McBride. A.J. Miller there on the coverage.
Well, here's one of those 3rd and 7s. I'd say this is an obvious passing situation. And so what's the coverage? What does Captain Munnerlyn do here? Do you protect over the top of Akeem Butler? Do they leave one-on-one on the slot? You know, Pearson is a really good threat on the slot, and we saw him take advantage of one-on-one against the linebacker Tony Fields already on this series. So it's a little cat-mouse game here on 3rd and 7.
3 for 4 so far in this game on 3rd down.
We're ready to go.
That is so good. Yeah, that is so good from one of the league's best passers the last couple years who wanted this opportunity, and Luis is making the most of it.
Game of 21. Here comes the pressure. And he throws that Butler almost one-handed incomplete. Cam Smith, though, right on it.
Go back to that previous play, and you're exactly right, Brock. And he's got protection in the pocket, so he can step into
holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
Didn't see that flag there, so we're going to back it up here offensively. But that was that last throw, and it's imperative as a quarterback is you've got to throw that. You got to drive it right at the back shoulder of the wide receiver. And the wide receiver just falls out of his route, and it's a completion. But now, back to way behind the chains at 1st and 20.
And the left out there, Richard Dumas is called for the penalty.
Yeah. Don't worry.
3rd straight drive that St. Louis has been right down the field here, but this one a little tougher situation with the penalty.
Ready to go. Hard.
And James nowhere to run. Loses a couple of yards.
Go. You can wheel and deal this. Trip tried up 860 juke special. Trip tried up 860 juke special.
8-6, don't worry. This is what we're going to deal this.
Go.
I think it's about like the coverage, and once he gets a coverage that he likes, he's got a juke route probably in the middle. He's going to be probably Ja'Kyr Pearson against Fields. That's a good smart use of the cadence there. Long yardage, get a free 5 yards. That's a veteran move right there.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 56. Unevaded the quarterback. 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down.
You know, if everything stays the same here, juke special, those juke routes are normally in the middle of the field. They've got Pearson. They love him out of the slot. He's 5'7", 182. And he's lined up on a linebacker. If Columbus doesn't change the coverage, Pearson's going to have an opportunity to work one-on-one in the middle of the field against Tony Fields. And that's a mismatch for St. Louis. They changed the coverage here. Now they're going to drop a safety down over the top of Pearson.
That was Pearson, but little miscommunication. Pearson kept going towards the end zone, and Perez threw it a little short.
Yeah, that was just a poor throw from Perez because he's got the route. And again, they're working Pearson in the slot on these one-on-ones, and he's got to just drive that one, and that just floats way back to the pylon, got nothing on that, and there was good protection in the backfield, so certainly one he wants back.
Ends up third down.
860, gotta go, 860. Third one. We're ready to go.
Smith and Butler tonight, and Smith wins out.
And Smith is getting away with a ton of contact. And here he's going to try to stack him. Look at he stays on top, but then just totally prevents Butler from making a play on that ball. I certainly could have seen a flag thrown right there. I mean, he's got his hands on him the entire time. Butler can't get to that ball. I'm shocked that there wasn't a penalty called on that play. Brock, would you agree with that?
I would. And Ricky Prohl has had hand on his super challenge flag about 4 different times. And I think trying to debate whether or not to throw it and challenge.
He should there.
Some of that. He's right now going to keep it in his back pocket, though.
That continues a drive. They could probably score a touchdown. He would win that challenge.
Now they're going to get another 5 yards here. New third down infraction. Defense number 9, undebated quarterback. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
They struggled kicking the football. Tucker McCann, he's out with an injury, and so they signed Ahmed last week. And, you know, he was just one of 2. This is not a foregone conclusion that you're getting 3 here. So, again, like, with that penalty, that's not a play run. He could still super challenge it. I would encourage the super challenge right here. That would give you a free first down. You can go score.
Score a touchdown. Instead, they're going to settle for the 38-yard field goal attempt by Ramiz Ahmed. Gets it. You're seeing that their hips winds up making a difference as we go forward. But right now, it's a 10-point game. No penalty call here. It has been a physical battle between those two all night. The Battlehawks are winning so far.
Spring. Things out here have gotten a little too comfortable. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes a lawn. Until the hedges duck and cover. Then run it again. Right now, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Steel.
Where are my contacts? Maybe you should keep your eyes on the road, Jim. You have to be able to see it first, Flo. Take driving very seriously. Yeah, well, that's what Progressive Snapshot is for. Personalized discounts so that safe drivers don't have to pay for bad drivers' mistakes. Are you saying I'm a bad driver? A great driver. This is your mom's house. We're celebrating your birthday. Oh, I love that for you.
Their most see frail. Huggies sees us later. Through every round, we provide them with gentle protection for the most delicate skin. Huggies, designed with Mickey nurses.
Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack, Jack.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, more heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Steel. 100 years strong.
I'm wrestling. We play football. It's the same match as on business. If you see him way over the top, that's not good, but he's so good at just going to get it. He rolls him, the street rolls him, he's going to get it. Great job on the pole. That's a great job right there. Great job.
Hey, get into the big fella. See, 5 targets. Only 2 catches, but they've both been big catches. That is a good play. So I can go and that's the Columbus signature. Let's check in the clock. There's a flag down on the play as well.
But we asked Coach Vermeil last quarter what it's like when you walk back in this building. Find thought bubbles that pop out of your head when you walk in here. What am I seeing?
Two of them, Ricky Probe make a tackle. Make a catch. And then the ironic thing is, I won a state championship in this dome on the Hail Mary.
Wow. So if you've been asked once, Mike Jones, you've been asked a million times, has the narrative and the story about your tackle in the Super Bowl ever changed?
Never changed. Never changed. So, great story, great group of guys. Last place to the world champions. Great coach, great people. So you can't. It's a great story.
What did the NFL mean to you in St. Louis when you were around here?
Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, I'm from Kansas City, went to University of Missouri. So knowing that you're coming back home in the state of Missouri and winning Super Bowl is phenomenal.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Mike. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You know, it's ironic that greatest show on turf, 99 edition of Rams. I was going to a little bit of history of that, Blake. They won a championship because of defense. It's one tackle.
And maybe the greatest single defensive play in Super Bowl history.
Stop Kevin Dyson a yardage short of winning the game. Tennessee would have won a Super Bowl.
This defense is so fast. It's really tough to run side to side. They run seven. They get moving, and Lynn right here, he's up the field. There's nowhere to go. And John Lovett is trying to catch the edge, and he can't get there. And now they're back up, and this is not the scenario that you want to be in. If you're Todd Haley, the offensive play caller, this is a precarious spot. Dylan McClendon doesn't throw the ball well down the field. You want to run the football and beat up the clock. With 2nd and 20, now come inside of your own 2 yards.
On the end zone, the other kick. The finish going back to the line of scrimmage. That was speeding on the stop.
These guys are on the field.
Man, is it loud right now. I think this is the loudest environment of the season, and certainly I've been to and heard with this ball at the 1 yard line.
That's good, averaging 30,000 fans a game in St. Louis. Far the most in the UFL, and they got roots to be loud down in that end zone. It's 21. What a defensive stand for this Tomahawk team.
And this is a great defense providing opportunity for the rest of the team. They create a tackle for loss on 1st down. Stuff them on 2nd and 3rd down. And now it's going to be a punt backed up. I don't know to get this one off. You're probably this ball around the 50-yard line, maybe the plus side of the 50, and create a short field for an offense that has been down the field 3 times for 3 scores.
Robinson right on the end. And he gets it off Sean Fresh. And it's Johnny Tilley. There's still a step. What's it up before he gets it? Is where the Buccaneers start. As you said, 3 possessions. They've scored all 3 times, and now they've got another opportunity here before halftime.
Taco Bell's lunchboxes are going to people's heads. Because once they've indulged in the mainstays of the $5 box, the decadence of the $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box with its monumental triple-double crunch wrap, they start expecting everything to be as luxe. Don't look at luck.
Where's the doorman?
There is no doorman. That's why we're waiting.
Let's go.
Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 lunchbox.
Blubbering Cave with Liberty 50. It's bundle and save on insurance with Liberty Mutual. Okay, let's do another take.
What do you want me to say?
The line. Say the line.
Oh, that's easy. The line.
Okay, let's pick it up tomorrow.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty.
We asked Howie Mandel to describe new hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins.
They're like little soft puff jackets for your feet. These are like cozy little slippers for the street.
Introducing new hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins. Ultra-comfortable sneakers you just step into with no bending down or touching.
No. Some people hear it once and go home. The scout said it. The press said it. The phone that didn't ring said it. Too slow, too late, too emotional, too broken, too green, too risky. No. But every now and then, the wrong person hears it. And no becomes our fuel, our drive. You take the word onto the field to show them what no can do.
Well, it's been on the outside when St. Louis has had the ball. Akeem Butler came into today leading the league in yards per catch, 25 yards per catch. A deep threat, but Cam Smith, who's one of the better corners in the UFL, he's been up to the challenge, and this is the battle where we've seen it's been physical. A couple have gone Butler's way, a couple have gone Cam Smith's way. We're sure to see this more. And every single series now, it's going to be about targets to 88, the defense being played on him, 5 targets, 2 catches for 65 yards for Akeem Butler.
Well, Cam Smith got on him at least as they line up right now. That's Elijah Banks on him instead. Let's see if they try and take advantage.
This is going to be an offensive pass interference. Let me tell you why. It's because this is a big play. Watch coming from the outside. They're going to try to sneak the tight end right there, but there's contact by the wide receiver, and that ball was caught beyond the line of scrimmage. If it's caught behind the line of scrimmage, that's a legal block. But as soon as he goes beyond the line of scrimmage, that should have been a penalty right there. I know that's an odd, super challenge, but I think you should have thrown that. That was the illegal block from the outside from St. Louis.
Joe nerding out on us right now.
Ready to go.
From the 14. Let's go for it.
Columbus came in with the worst rushing defense in the league, and this is just proof of that. Kylan James, little rodeo motion right here, and you see the stop and start in the backfield, and then a nice job on the outside. Garage, the left tackle, number 76, stayed with his block. James was able to read that, get the edge, and then he walked into the end zone.
There's a man. To praise less than a minute. It's a 50 seconds to be exact. Alan James showing that the Battle Hawks can score to the air, on the ground. It doesn't matter. They're in control.
Every set of Continental tires comes with total confidence.
Total confidence? Like knowing I have industry-leading coverage? Like if my road trip gets interrupted, do you have the coverage that can help with that? And my tires are optimized for comfort and to reduce road noise.
Everything we do is engineered to give you confidence. Continental, the smart choice in tires. Get a $110 rebate when you purchase 4 Extreme Contact Sport 02 tires.
The Colonel has a bucket list. The $10 one. Monday nuggets. Tuesday fried chicken. Wednesday wings. Thursday tenders. Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to the fullest. Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
Serious, man. I just got better. If anything, I'm more careful. It just helps me focus. It just helps me focus.
$10 for a large, $10 for any three toppings, $10 for your choice pud crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tots. Because there's crust, and then there's cut crust. The crust you crave, and with $10, order in the pizza.
Sometimes you just need a little wonderful in your life. So why don't we go to a place made for it? Arlington, Texas. It's a city made for fun and excitement and all the things you love to do. And even some things you didn't know you loved until you came here and found them. Come see for yourself why Arlington is a world wonderful.
Well, we have access in the UFL, right, Blockhead?
We do, and I'm just curious. I've watched Gabriel De Leon have some conversations with Ricky Prohl about a penalty or not a penalty with these contested throws, especially to Hakeem. How do you judge that?
With the back shoulder and looking at that, and there's no material restriction. I'm just going to leave it alone, to be honest with you.
So if the throw is not where it should be, if that throw's not there, you're not going to reward a poor throw on something like that.
Yeah, that works. That works for me.
And how difficult is that call? Is that pass interference versus a contested catch?
I'll be right back.
He's got to do his job. He's got to work, bro.
I try. Hey, you're doing work too. Have you ever seen an official during a game? That's fantastic.
I love it. But he was coy with his hands. He's like, yeah, you can say that. And then I would give away trade secrets there.
Time to shut down the press conference. Like Sandberg, the punter, is also the kickoff specialist. And he kicks it off to Jalen Miller. All right, maybe we need to refresh your memory just a little bit.
Yeah, so here's what we're talking about, and that was Gabriel DeLong, excuse me. He's the field judge tonight, and these are some of those plays that are close, right? There's contact, but is it pass interference? Is it not pass interference? I think it's one of the great mysteries in all of football, Brock, wouldn't you say?
Yes, like block charge in basketball. Yeah. When you watch the NBA, is that a block? Is that a charge? Is that a flop? Is that not a flop? A lot of judgment go into those decisions.
So Columbus takes over here on first down and played it out to Tay Martin. And Martin picks up 7.
Well, again, they're going to have to use this passing game a little bit to open up the run game. And then when they do run the football, they need to be direct runs. What do I mean by direct runs? Downhill. If they're trying to run side to side against this defense, they're too fast. The old adage for coaching staffs is that you run at speed and away from power. Well, this is a speed defense. You need to run right at them.
Long sidelines, Wells. Antoine Wells picks up the first down for Todd Haley.
Going to be moving quickly here. Remember, they won the toss and took the ball to start the game, and so St. Louis will get the kickoff to start the third quarter. So this is a big series here where you've got to go down and you've got to change the outlook at this game with a touchdown, and you'd really love to do it by taking all 256 off the clock.
But the chance is this. The ball man, Davis. 5 on the year for the big man to lead St. Louis.
Yeah, this guy can really rush the passer from the interior. He's 6'2", 305 pounds. And McClendon doesn't really have a chance here. Good active hands, good powerful rush getting up the field. And again, this is something that this St. Louis team does very well. They're the #1 sack team in the UFL. They get after the passer.
18 in the first 6 games, and I've got it. Davis on the top end with Todd that came out of that. That may take us down in 2 in the morning.
That was big Carlos Davis, by the way. Get out of there.
Didn't leave the school uniform. He was able to retrace his steps, get back there for this. And I'll get there to catch. It's all St. Louis so far.
I'm a delivery robot. And this burrito, it ain't gonna deliver itself. It comes. I'm doing looking both ways. Hey, I'm working here, all right? Uh-oh. On the yellow.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, you'll be paying for this yourself. Switch to Allstate, and you can save hundreds.
Hey, Jules, you still dating that slot machine?
Does Inez want a $4 sausage biscuit meal deal or a sausage McMuffin meal deal? Sausage McMuffin. Get more value with your $4 breakfast meal deal from McDonald's.
Are you one of the millions surprised by rising prices? Well, AT&T just raised your rates. You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a charming British actor. But I do know this. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile. They'll give you $400 plus pay off your phone up to $800 when you switch. And with T-Mobile's price guarantee on their experience plans, they won't raise the price of your rate plans for 5 years. Join T-Mobile and I guarantee you won't look back. That's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much? I feel like an actual lawyer.
With mothers, making time for the things you love doesn't have to be hard. That's why we made ceramic even more simple. Just spray onto a clean, wet surface and rinse off to spread the water-activated hydrophobic protection. That's it. No streak, no buff, just SiO2 technology and a powerful drying aid for a shine that turns heads long after you hit the open road. Mother's California Gold Ceramic Spray. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
All right, we're just 2 minutes on the game clock away from the Progressive Halftime Show, where we do the live ceremony of the Super Bowl 34 champion Rams being recognized. We already talked to Dick Vermeil, Mike Jones, several members of that team. Who had one of the wide receivers, who's now the head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks, Richie Cole. He'll be part of the segment as well. As we get to the Progressive Halftime in just a couple of minutes. Get something going before break. It's a key third down until they don't get the ball back in St. Louis. There's Ronnie Dobbins running the room. Dancing, he's going to be stopped just shy. And they've crossed the 50-yard line, so they have to go for it on fourth down.
Well, it's inside of 2 minutes, though, so they technically could still punt. That rule changes right now, but at 4th and 2 in this game situation, they're certainly going to go for it. Nice run by Juice Wells there to get themselves into this position where they can go on 4th and 2. They're trying to get a little bit of uncanny in the backfield here. Watch this motion. They're trying to make the jet sweep with the snap right there, and then try to get that same player out on the wheel route, the tight end on the backside. And the Battlehawks defense just never bit on any of those fakes. Great discipline with their eyes. Rock, that's a heck of a job by those safeties, and Jordan Mosley with that interception.
Yeah, you just do feel this speed, Joel. You made an excellent point about attacking this defense. Maybe a little undersized in some spots, but we've watched championship defenses in the spring. This feels like one because they can run all over the field. And they give their offense the ball back with 1:15 left, and they get the ball to start the second half. So that's a big swing.
And I felt like that was just a little bit too much creativity. Now, listen, Todd Haley is an excellent offensive coach, but 4th and 2 with the best rushing attack in the league, I certainly felt like they would try to get big and try to get those 2 yards running directly at that undersized front seven.
Yarby and Howard. We'll see what St. Louis can do. Yeah, a lot of conversation here between AJ and Ricky and how they want to handle this. AJ Brown, AJ Smith, the coordinator.
Look where this is at. Strong right, 81. X fade. Strong right, 81. X fade. X and Z fade. Here we go. X and Z 9. X and Z 9. Strong right.
They're going to throw it. But there was a lot of conversation because remember, Luis has not had a 2-minute drive with this team even in practice. So getting the ball to begin the second half, I think you're going to be pretty guarded with the possession.
Ready to go.
Good job of coming back to get the football by Stephen McBride.
That'll stop the clock with the first down until they can get the change set. But really good throw. Layered this ball right over the linebacker and corner and in front of the corner on the outside. Beautiful touch right there. A lot of options at their disposal to try to get the necessary field goal range for
they're going
kicker Ryan.
They're going quarters.
I'm thinking, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm in.
You want Reno? Let's go Reno. Yeah, he's the mid. You want red, Reno. Hey, whenever you get it, you got to spike that. Yeah, spike it. Red, Reno.
So out of timeouts, they know if they get the first down, they'll try and spike it. Stop the clock.
This is only a second game. What do they think his range might be?
Well, the kicker, I'm always a little careful with this. When that's the kicker, he said up to 65, and actually Ricky Prohl confirmed that. He said, yeah, in practice this week, he was right at about 64 yards, so very comfortable with a 4-point field goal.
Yeah, anything 60 or over is worth 4 points in the UFL. You got to get there first.
This one. Starts at the pick of the first. Want to hit him tall. Good move right there. Right when he went back towards the interior, I thought to myself, oh no, you got to get yourself out of bounds. But he does that and stops the clock. A nice little drag route right there. All that defense for Columbus, they were sinking back, trying to not give up the big play down the field. And there he steps out of bounds and stops the clock.
53, all right. 53.
Ball right at the 39-yard line.
Ready to go.
Right close, McBride looking over his inside shoulder. Perez throwing it outside. Well, he got the inside release right here, and so now he's just going to try to keep that stem, but you can see he started to bend that towards the interior, the inside of the field. And obviously Perez wanted him to stay outside, and that's what he's saying. Look at him, he grabs his helmet, he's thinking to himself, that was a big completion that we just missed right there.
Hurry up.
And down to 16 seconds. Give about a 57-yard attempt if they don't gain any more yards right here.
There we go.
And then they can shoot it.
Now they front because he didn't get the first down. They continue. They gotta go fast. They gotta line up and stop this. So what a mistake they're gonna lose it. The chance for points. That is a huge mistake on the outside. He has to know that he either has to get out of bounds or he has to get that first down, the yardage for the first down in order to stop the clock. They don't have their super challenge. I don't think that there's anything that they could challenge here. He needed to get all the way to the 29. Did he get that? I don't think he did. The spot was good. And at that point, it's just a rush to get to the ball. It wasn't set. And they're not going to get any points. That is just a huge mistake by Frank Darby.
Well, that certainly didn't help. Taking a little bit of extra time to set the ball, but as you said, the decision to cut it inside put the pressure on everybody to try and get it straightened out. Let's check in with Brock and the head coach.
Well, Coach, notwithstanding the last play there and the little fumbled snap by the ref, you made the decision to make the quarterback change. And holy smokes, that's 4 scores in your first 4 drives.
Yeah, just, he's got so much experience. This is, I don't want to, Harrison did a good job, but this guy's he's a proven winner. And he's shown.
What was the conversation there at the end you were having with your coaches just about the mechanics of that last play?
Frank's got to get out of bounds, stop the clock. And then if you're going to do that, you got to hand it to the official so we can get it spotted, we can snap it and kill it, and get a field goal opportunity.
There's been a lot of conversation that first half about contact with Akeem. I saw you talking to the officials. What was some of that about?
It's just frustrating. He's a big guy, 6'6", so they go into defense mode and they start grabbing and holding when they know they're beat or the ball's in the air, and it's just, for me, we see it every week, time and time again, and we just got to play through it. It is what it is.
I appreciate it, Coach, and you get to enjoy a little ceremony here celebrating your Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, it's fun to have Coach here and Mike Jones and a lot of teammates, Timmerman and Andy Colum, and yeah, it's special time.
Been a pretty fun first half. Good luck in the second.
Thank you so much, Brock. Appreciate it.
Well, they scored on the first 4 possessions. Highest scoring first half of the season for St. Louis. Big Cole was still working on those traps. He's in the weight room, I can tell. Big move of the day. Brought to you by Pods.
What a round by Hakeem Butler. This was early in the game. It set the tone for the entire first half. Beautiful throw right there from Luis Perez. First snaps of the year, and they've worked out pretty well.
Just about everything going the way of Battlehawks. When we come back, the Super Bowl 34 champion Rams are going to be recognized. That's on the other side of the Progressive halftime. The month of May, just like Peter, with the Sunseal victory, where Alex Palou looks to continue his dominance at the 14th German Road Course. The final start of 500, Saturday on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget. Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year. So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-990-3162.
And now, actual 5-star reviews of Bob's Treasure Mattress, performed by 5 Stars.
If you're an early riser and have important places to be, do not buy this bed. It's too comfortable.
For 250 years, America has been built on bold ideas, strong communities, and stories that connect us all. From small towns to big cities, from back roads to bright lights, this is the story of who we are. In 2026, we celebrate 250 years of amazing America, and together we honor the people, places, and possibilities that continue to shape our future. Stay with Fox 26 News as we celebrate amazing America. Catch some breaking news or have some fun video that you want to share? Just chime in. Upload a video or photo using the Fox 26 app or log on to kmph.com and hit submit. It's fast and easy. Join the conversation. Chime in. Sports anchor Ralph Wood and Gabe Camarillo, only on Fox 26 News at 10.
The road to the United Bowl leads to Washington, D.C. 8 teams, 12 weeks to prove who will be the United Bowl champion. The upstarts, the veterans, the ones nobody saw coming. Every week, you earn it or you don't. Only one team will be left standing in our nation's capital, the United Bowl. Saturday, June 13th at Audi Field in Washington, D.C. To grab the chip, one team has got to go to D.C. and take it.
Welcome back to St. Louis. Tonight's UFL halftime is sponsored by Progressive. The Battlehawks up 24-7 over in Columbus. Time someone hit the PA announcer, Andy Baker. And let's turn our attention back to the field. As the St. Louis Battlehawks welcome St. Louis, the greatest show on turf, your Super Bowl champion, St. Louis Rams. And the scoot to go be with the Battlehawks for halftime. But let's the call again. Setting the standard every day and continuing the legacy of Jim Ball. He made one of the most iconic catches in St. Louis football history. We're talking about your Battlehawks head coach and former Rams wide receiver, Ricky generation legacy member of the Rams and now the Battlehawks equipment manager, Todd Hewitt.
in the Battlehawks locker room. He was a Rams defensive lineman, and he now joins head coach Ricky Kroll as the defensive coach for the Battlehawks. Let's hear it for Jeff Skinita. And now, for one of the greatest offenses in NFL history, give the ball a little room to maneuver. And Kurt Warner plenty of time to dish that ball. Two members of the legendary Donut Brothers. And Barney Rhodes in Missouri. He delivered the most famous tackle in St. Louis football history. Give it the tackle, and finally,
Well, the British are being honored tonight, Summit, on the inside that Battlehawk locker room. We'll be back with more here in St. Louis. The Progressive Halftime continues.
And since you bundled home and auto with 24/7 protection, you can hand all the worry over to us.
That's right. At Progressive, it's our job to do the worrying for you.
This candle, for example, awfully close to the curtains. And when was this porch built? Did they have building codes back then?
Are your headlights too bright?
Do people know when you're texting within the toilet? How many spiders do you really eat in your sleep?
Yes, when you bundle home and auto, you can be free of all these worries and more. Because we're already worrying for you. Oh, and the answer is 8. 8 spiders.
The winner will go to the World Cup.
Every country strives to reach it.
Take the walk of your life with NAMI Walks. Join us Saturday, May 16th at Woodward Park and walk in support of those facing mental health challenges. Every dollar raised helps NAMI provide free programs, support, and guidance for those in need. Now is the time to come together, spread hope, and show that no one has to walk this journey alone. Register today.
On Fox.
No. Some people hear it once and go home. The scout said it. The press said it. The phone that didn't ring said it. Too slow, too late, too emotional, too broken, too green, too risky. No. Every now and then, the wrong person hears it. And no becomes our fuel, our drive. We take the word onto the field to show them what no can do.
Tonight's UFL halftime brought to you by Progressive. 24/7, St. Louis on top. Akeem Butler, 3 catches, 77 yards, 25.7. That's right under his 25 yards per game average, which is the best in the UFL. Why don't we dig a little deeper and get to know one of the UFL's biggest stars?
Keith Butler is first pitch. Butler is step on. Keith Butler. It is unbelievable. 10 Texas, and when Hakeem Butler touches the ball, something good happens, and normally it's a touchdown.
Hakeem, you were Offensive Player of the Year 2024. All UFL. You are also a fan favorite.
Hey, Keith, what are you seeing out there from Louisville's defense? No, it's going to interview me. It's going to say it's all about him. It's all about him.
You know what this league can do in terms of showcasing talent.
Show them what no can do. I think if you're in this league, you kind of got to have a focus and goal, know what you want, and you got to love ball. Everybody here is hungry, so it's like every day is a dogfight. Wow. Yeah. You just got to be prepared every day.
You've had a few injuries that have taken you on detours. What have those detours taught you about perspective?
I had made it professional. It immediately get hurt when the ball's taken away from me. It's mind-blowing, but I also had time to figure out who I was as a person.
You also lose your mom.
I was 16
Only thing I knew was to just keep pushing forward. And football got taken away from me. The mind is quiet. You got a lot of time to rest and think. And so that's when I finally addressed those emotions at like 21, 22. When I came to the XFL the first year, I was still like kind of lost when it came to my love for football. Ricky Prohl, he gave me the love for the game back. And so when he got this job, I'm like, bro, I would play for you if you wanted to play in Alaska.
This is what we do. This is the game we love. We finished.
I couldn't be so proud of you.
Tell us something interesting that we might not know about Ricky Prohl.
He works out with us every day. Every day he works out with us.
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
One thing that I truly love about him, he has no ego. He's very open to listening to the players and what we need as a group.
What is clicking for this offense right now?
Getting me the ball. We just got to keep trusting him. I'm really done proving myself, you know. I'm just keep running away from guys.
Exactly.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in the rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. When you need to communicate, you can communicate.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. Plus, over the past 5 years, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T, and enjoy a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans.
The value that we get with T-Mobile is excellent.
You're invited to Epic RV's massive second location. Save thousands on top-selling travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. Plus 15 used RVs at our new RV Store Center. 41 at Avenue 14 in Madera will pick you up.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most sought-after anti-aging products available today. Influencers love it, magazines feature it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Elle Magazine gave it an Editor's Choice Award as Best Instant Wrinkle Filler for 2025. Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags in as little as 10 minutes. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects will last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results.
Look at this one under-eye bag. It's gone.
I tried it all, and then I found Plexiderm, and this happened.
The best news, in this super inflated economy, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95 and free shipping. So don't wait. Just call the number on your screen.
Call 800-814-2579.
From the crime scenes to the courtrooms. Guilty, verdict. Join us as we break down the facts and the biggest stories in true crime. Monday to Thursday on Criminally Obsessed.
Sports anchor Ralph Wood and Gabe Camarillo, only on Fox 26 News at 10.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by UFO Enterprises for the private use of all audience. It may not be produced or transmitted in any form without express written consent of the Football League.
Welcome back to St. Louis. The Battlehawks have a 24-7 advantage over the Aviators. The offense has come alive here for St. Louis in the first half. Luis Perez getting his first start in his new home. Was traded a couple of weeks ago and took it in from 1 yard out. Quarterback. 7-0 lead. Waiting right down the field. That was the first possession. Second possession. Stephen McBride, little slot fake. Beautiful throw. Far to the end zone. McBride was in. It was 14-0. A home team at that point. Aviators put together a really nice offensive series. Backup quarterback Jalen Morton came in on a 3rd and 7 and rumbled his way into the end zone. They cut the lead, and that was from 15 yards out. But then Kylan James was able to take it around the left side and get it into the end zone. St. Louis is averaging 6 yards per carry on the ground. This offense really wasn't stopped at any point during the course of that first half. You take a look at the total yards, 242 total yards for St. Louis, only 108 for Columbus. First downs 13-5. You can see the yards per play, almost 8 yards per play for the Battlehawks. And we go down to the field. Brock Huard
Well, thank you, Joel. Coach Ginn, what was the temperature in the locker room there now?
Oh, man, it's spicy. We got to come out. We got to fight like dogs. We're behind. We got to play complimentary football in all phases of the game.
I think the two things on the stat page, 242 yards for them, 6 negative plays for you guys offensively. How do we make adjustments?
Got to stop 7 chicken wounds. We come out, we play as a team, we play as one. We can turn this thing around.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
All right, lots to turn around right now. And St. Louis will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's why that last possession, not getting points, I think they were so frustrated. Remember, Frank Darby wasn't able to get out of bounds. They knew they were getting the kick to start this third quarter. They had an opportunity for points there at the end of the half. But Ricky Proehl's group has played really well. And what we didn't get to show in that was just how good the defense is. Obviously, giving up only 108 total yards, but there was a couple of nice runs from Columbus. They're the top rushing team in the league. But other than that, there was really nothing open for Jalen McClinton in that Aviators offense.
And they made several tackles in the backfield. They heard Brock mention the 6 negative plays. Sack. I mean, it's just whatever this defense has wanted to do so far outside those 2 good runs.
Yeah, what they're doing is that they're stacking the line of scrimmage on the first down, getting themselves in a position to rush the passer on, second down and long, third down and long. And that front 7 for this St. Louis team is so active, and they get up the field. They've been doing a heck of a job, but it'll be Luis Perez here on the field first to start this third quarter, up 24-7, and an opportunity to really extend this lead.
So Columbus will need their defense to come through and make a play. So you get ready to start the second half. Gary Jennings returns it out across the 20-yard line where Luis Perez, his offense will take it over.
Brock, sometimes you can get so enamored with getting your quarterback ready in the passing game that you forget how dominant you are on the ground. I said it there at St. Louis averaging 6 yards per carry on the ground. I wouldn't be surprised if they went in at halftime and thought to themselves, hey, let's just pound this football and eat up some of this clock.
Yeah, I think they were surprised, and Jen, with A.J. Smith, the coordinator, how much man-to-man they got, and they certainly took advantage of it through the passing game.
They run it here on the first play. Jarvie and Howard back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more. Kenny Willikus.
Nice job by Willikus. That's really his bread and butter, chasing from that backside of the play. Such an effort player. He was able to get them the line of scrimmage and make that play for no gain.
With the Steelers at one point last season, former 7th-round pick of the Vikings.
Ready to go. Hut.
Perez. Well, Columbus needed their defense to do something, and they did. DJ Miller with the first takeaway of the game.
He just baited him into that throw. It's so covered, but he never really moved. So you think you got an easy out route, but watch as he just turns his hips, gets right back under that throw, and that was floated, and it was late. Brock, you're going to throw that out route. You've got to be on time, and that ball's got to be on target. And that was a great play by DJ Miller.
Well, Coach said it was spicy in that locker room. I don't think you could have this defense to take the ball away, and now you got to score.
That's right.
I mean, that's what you talked about at halftime. Hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get stopped. We're going to score. We'll be right back in it.
That's the 5th takeaway all season. Columbus who came in tied for the fewest in the league, and John Lovett gets him started with a 4-yard run on first down.
They had a little bit of success when they were running right at the interior, and in particular when they got to their gap schemes. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that you're going to block down on the front side. You're going to pull a backside lineman and kick out the end, and then you can run right downhill at that defense. That was their best schematics, running the football in the first half. We'll see if they get to that gear in the third quarter.
Take the handoff. That's just good. Field tackle made by Daniel Hudson.
There's that speed. Tough to go side to side on this group.
Yeah, and they got a conversation here too, Joel, just kind of game management wise, right? I think if you're Ted and talking to Haley and Bob Saunders, it's got to be 4-down territory, right? So you're going to set up for a field goal.
The defense giving them an opportunity to spin the momentum and start the second.
dives forward to move the chains for Gibb.
Took advantage of that man-to-man in the secondary. Good job by McClendon to scoot up in the pocket, and Ted Gibb doesn't have to make that fourth down decision as they move the chains. But go back to Brock's point, you get a pick like that in a short field from Luis Perez, you've got to put this ball in the end zone. So the rest of the way, I would assume this is 4-down territory, down 24-7.
First down from the 23. Another quick one. Running down on the 2-yard line. Jordan Mosley slowed him down. It was all he could do. He couldn't tackle him, but he held on long enough. 21 yards.
And this is a great job of just getting a little bit of a side adjust. You see both of those wide receivers, the tight end and the wide receiver, turn to the quarterback. That's because they saw the blitz coming on that side of the defense.
False start. Offense number 64. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Chris Glazer jumping off early.
Those are just killers when you get down there inside the 5-yard line.
This is the best momentum Columbus has had all night long. Still put the chicken on.
Once again, it looks like the center.
That's fine. False start. Offensive 8. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's legitimate. That's expected. The ball is hit. Yeah, but no one else moved. It's almost like McClendon thought they were going on just the first down. Once no one else really moves either. Almost like McClendon forgot to step down. And now that's 2 straight penalties, and that makes it outside of the 10-yard line.
In the first and goal from the 2. It's now from the 12.
Taking advantage of the turnover. He's going to be the second. That's exactly what they needed. There's a new job by McClendon. Watch as he's just going to elude the rush coming over from his right there, and then he's able to step up, move to his right, find Tay Martin, who did a great job settling down in the middle of the field. And Luis Perez sees his interception turned into points going the other direction. The Aviators, they had to have it, and they got it. That is a big touchdown for them to start this third quarter.
Well, they were desperate to start the second half, and desperation paid off. Ryan Cohn gets the extra point. Maybe it's good sometimes when things get spicy. Ted Gibb Jr., the head coach, said it was spicy at halftime. His team has come out and responded, turning the turnover into a touchdown. And boy, they did it 10.
Another day. Same pain, same meds, same struggling for symptom relief. Injections like Humira and Enbrel work similarly to treat moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis. But if your symptoms haven't improved enough, Rinvoq works differently. It's a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve RA and PSA joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. Even after 3 years, many people felt this relief. In PSA, Rinvoq can leave skin noticeably clearer.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked or pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Do something different. Ask your doctor if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
The original, the first,
A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like it. Legendary taste of 86 calories. It's Miller time.
These little movers with double grip strips. Big moves, even bigger protection. It's Pod's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until May 18th. And see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating or renovating, save up to 30% at pods.com.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Tonight's game brought to you by Progressive. 3 down to 10 after Luis Perez came out of the gate through a pick to start the second half. That gave Columbus the opportunity. They took advantage of, scoring to make it a 24-14 game. So Perez and company will get their second chance at it in the third quarter. Barry Jennings. Now to the 28, and as you would imagine, Luis Perez mad at himself after throwing that pick.
That's what I get for warming me up good. That's what I get. That's what I get. Come back to the field. Well, that's not me. I didn't warm up.
So he probably didn't warm up enough. Coming out of the locker room, didn't get enough on that ball, and so he was picked off. And now he gets another opportunity, though, still up by double digits. Slips it to the pool. Finds his only actual game.
Brock, he's just got some juice, whether they're handing it to him, throwing it to him out of the backfield. You know, when he's got his hands on the football, you can tell he's looking for contact. Big man. He's a good player.
Yeah, and you also see how quickly he gets the ball in his hands, right? I mean, that was one of the conversations this week with Ricky Pearl, the head coach, and why he made this decision is Luis may not have warmed up, and may not have thrown a very good comeback /out, but he does get that ball out of his hands in a hurry to his playmaker.
Ready to go. Howard has been one all season long, leading. He picks up the first down onto the 42-yard line.
We touched on it in the first half, Brock. This is a defense that is last in the UFL stopping the run. You know, and when St. Louis wants to run the football, they've been able to do that. And they've been able to do that to a really efficient clip. They've run it for a 5.5 per carry. And Howard is certainly a guy that he can wear on a defense, sitting at 225.
Out of Alcorn State.
Ready to go.
One of the Packers in the NFL. Rolling his way. Really defenders and another nice gain of 9.
What do they come out and do right away after that out route to the field? Floats on him. Quick screen, swing easy complete out of his hand.
I'm not 81 back.
I'll tell you one other guy.
Toby White.
Toby White, 81 Bird. Toby White, 81 Bird. I'll tell you one other guy that we never talked about that I really like, Joel and Kurt. That's the center on this team. Last 3 years, all UFL. He can
Colin James comes in, flags out, play drop for a loss.
Yeah, but they're going to get a face mask here. This is going to be 15 and a free first down.
Make sure we enforce that correctly.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 27, 15-yard penalty, automatic.
First down. Smoke Monday, he was played so well tonight, gets called for the penalty.
Yeah, he made that play at the goal line earlier in the first half. He was on a blitz, and he comes right into the middle of this line of scrimmage. You watch 27, and he knifes through right here. And as he's reaching to make the tackle, there's the reach up near the helmet, turns the helmet right there of Kylan James, and it's an easy goal for the official. They went right back to that Blake Jackson formation with him in the backfield, and Perez lined up out a wide receiver.
Hut.
So he's going up to the penalty.
This is what I'm talking about. This is a smart route from a good slot receiver. You're going to see the space in the middle of the field right there. And as he's working, he's just going to settle down in that space, and he's not going to run to get himself covered. I keep saying that. When you see zone coverage as a wide receiver, you got to get the numbers to your quarterback. And he did a great job there, Brock, creating a completion for Perez.
15 yards on that game. Such a great feel for space.
Hut.
When James trying to bounce it outside. Excellent coverage by this defense. Kenny Willick has made the tackle. Fred Tompkins stretched it out.
Great aggressive defense right there. We've said the name Kenny Willick a few times. Watch as they're going to get penetration all along that left side of the offense. That's a really good job by Fred Tompkins, number 11, getting in the backfield, stringing that out, and then Willick is keeping that outside arm free. See, he's the in-man on the line of scrimmage, so he's got contain over there. He's got to keep that right arm free, and he does so, and he's there to make the tackle.
Chip Butler over the left side.
Turbo.
Too many men on the field. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And Captain Munderland, defense coordinator for Columbus, having a rough day today. His defense is trying to get the extra man off the field.
Hey, Toby!
Definitely some confusion over on that sideline.
You're good. Turbo. You ready to go?
James, this one from 18. And this just opens up like the Red Sea. I don't know what the safety is looking at. That's Michael Lawson. He was headed over to the left side over there. Captain Munderland just can't believe it. Nothing's working for this Aviators defense. And again, huge hole in the middle of that field. Good job by the offensive line and the second rushing touchdown of the night for Kylan James. Although, let's face it, I think you or I could have run that one in.
The play clock would still be going, though.
That's right.
That makes it a 31-14 lead. St. Louis Celtics. Jones getting more opportunities tonight than he's had all season long in a single game. And he's taking advantage. 2 rushing touchdowns. The lead is 17.
My dad showcased a sense of love that I never had. It felt like it was something that I've always wanted. I mean, he's not really my parent, like he's like my best friend.
Learn about adopting a teen at adoptyourskids.org. Want a twist on breakfast? Try the new DQ Breakfast Collection, like new Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dip Cone, new Fruity Pebble Shake, and the new Choco Frosted Donut Blizzard Treat. The new Breakfast Collection, here for any time of day, but not for long. Thanks for coming in to talk about Dove Jr.
Of course. Third grade is 100. Liberty Mutual can save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Well, why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, little slug. Only pay for what you need.
Jack Daniels starts here.
From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey, made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack, Jack.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. New jobs, new projects with quality tools from Harbor Freight. We've got the savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring at Harbor Freight.
All this backyard grill goodness, burgers, sausage for lunch, so good it makes me pumped for something.
Maybe no water slide this summer?
Why not?
You lost your trunks in front of the neighbors.
I think my trunk sort of lost me.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Well, St. Louis extends the lead 31-14, bouncing back after that turnover in their first possession in the second half.
Yeah, getting the ball out of their quarterback's hands, owning the ground game. That offensive line doing a great job. That's a really nice answer after a little bit of adversity, really the first adversity they had faced all day long after the turnover.
So kickoff. Maybe 19 then trying to give Columbus good field position and see what they can get going.
You take a look at this St. Louis defense, and it's a blueprint that has worked out so well for them. First down, you stop the run. When you do that, you fill up those gaps. Look at all these guys, the aggressive nature, running down the line of scrimmage. That was Peter Tamu. And then, again, second down, what do? Gap sound. Beautiful job extending off of blocks, and now it's third down, obvious passing situation. What do you get after the quarterback? This front seven is the best front seven in the UFL. They've got a takeaway today, 6 tackles for loss. They've only allowed 152 yards of total offense. They can run, they're physical, and they're doing an outstanding job.
And it seems to be all coming together. They've won 3 of 4 coming into tonight. And tonight will be their most complete game as a team. Linden on the scramble, falls forward, crossed 40 at the 41-yard line.
This is just not the type of game that Columbus wants to be in. Again, in their 2 wins, they ran the ball exceptionally well. Against Dallas, 47 rushes for over 200 yards. Against Houston last week, they won at 24-17. They ran the ball 40 times. In their losses, they average under 25 carries. And when you just think about what this style of game is for this Columbus Aviators team, this is now a game. And against this rush, that's not where you want to be.
Possible of running down 17 points. Linden. Sweeney, the first man there.
These guys are just so aggressive on the edge, aren't they? Brock and Corey Chamblin have done a heck of a job with this defense.
They are, Joel. And then you throw in and sprinkle in just enough blitz. And Corey was a good DB himself, had been a long-time coach in the CFL. And it's interesting listening to him. His intensity, you would not know the game is 31-14. And he really challenges his guys on the back end. And that time, I think the pressure of the lead.
You're the best defender you've seen with your timeout and you're on it. The first of the half. It'll be 30 seconds. Columbus forced to use a timeout. You know, Corey Chamblin got on everybody's radar a couple seasons ago in the UFL. Birmingham lost their defensive coordinator during the season. He took over and won it to a championship.
He was really good. He's been with Birmingham the last 2 years. Obviously had a lot of success there with Skip Holtz. 18 years of coaching. He was a 2013 CFL Coach of the Year. And he has done a heck of a job with this St. Louis defense. And we think about, you know, you get to this point in the season now, this St. Louis team, they're looking for a home playoff game. They're looking towards making a run for a championship. And it usually starts with the defense. And this is certainly a defense that's going to hold up well. Remember, this is the only team to hand D.C. a loss. They wanted that opening week over D.C., and a lot of this was due to this defense.
And that defense had 7 sacks in that game. They're pushing and shoving. Let's see who they call this on. Those Medea, the defensive back, Kiki Chisholm, the wide receiver.
I won't be surprised if this goes offensive.
I agree with you.
Yeah, Chisholm was fully extended, pushing off, trying to get that space.
I know you're excited. I want to make sure we've been. Yeah. Offense number 3. That building decline. 4th down. Yeah. Rangers into the big push.
You know, they've let these DBs get away with a lot of contact. And O.J. Mudia down the field, he's certainly grabbing as well. But the extension from Kiki Chisholm trying to push off and gain the space necessary to make the catch, that's what draws the penalty.
So it forces Columbus to punt. Back deep. Number 14. And covered by Columbus on the 2-yard throw on the return. We'll see Luis Perez, and this offense has up its sleeve. We'll come back.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza.
#1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Go and tell your mama you love her. Go and tell your mama you love her. Go and tell your people you love her. Go and tell your people you love her. You're telling me, say, baby, I love you. Hey.
Turn back time on your engine with Valvoline Restore Protect Motor Oil. Right now, enter for your chance to win a trip to the FIFA World Cup 26 final with your next Valvoline oil change. Enter today at ValvolineWorldCup.com.
With Chewy, pets get their care taken care of, with everything to be their healthiest, happiest selves. Quality meds, supplements, and nutrition at great prices. For help with health, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Taco Bell's lunch boxes, including the $5, $7, and $9 box, are going to people's heads. Now they're expecting everything to be as lunch.
Where's the doorman?
There is no doorman. That's why we're waiting. Let's go. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 lunch boxes.
BJ! No! No. Hey, Ken! Ken! Come here! Ken, come here! Come here! Ken, get on the field! It's called! It's called! Let's have him be live!
Yeah, frustrated infield sometimes. It's kind of been the case all season long. It's just a matter of not getting lined up properly, and St. Louis took advantage of it.
They've been up and down the field, this Battlehawk team on offense.
Almost at will. He's still fighting his way. 1 yard gain.
Brock, you can tell St. Louis, you know, that interception kind of spooked A.J. Smith a little bit. They have not put the ball back up into single coverage. So Aviators are just going man defense and loading the box trying to stop this run game.
Yeah, I think that's fair, right? I think it's kind of navigating this line where your team is so outplaying your opponent. So you're trying to play team ball here. I think this is also time where Columbus has got to get it up. They have got to start to bring patience.
Rush. They still get it to Perez. Xavier Patton ended up getting the first sack of the night for Columbus' defense.
This is a really good bull rush. You know, that bull rush just right into the guard. You're going to see him come right upfield right here. And he's just going to push in almost a double team and get back to the quarterback, and Patton's able to get the sack. And now this Aviators team has a real good shot here to get off the field. And the only two drives that St. Louis has not scored is that last drive before the second half. Frank Darby does get out of bounds. And then the interception to start the half by Luis Perez.
Columbus will try and get him off the field. Elijah Blades had a hit him right in the hands, but his teammate Michael Lawson knocked it out. And they bring up a fourth down situation.
Defense playing defense on the defense. On this one's going to be picked off.
Yeah.
Blades has it right there, and there's Lawson with the contact, and the ball just pops out. But they do get the stop. And that's obviously of paramount importance here, trying to get their offense back on the field. And that's really their best defensive series that we've seen all day long.
First part of the night for St. Louis. Nick Sandpoint back in his end zone. Big kick, Juice Wells on the run. To St. Louis territory. Columbus will start inside the 30-yard line. There is a flag down, however. Let's see who the marker is before they spot the ball. Well, Perez and this offense stopped twice in 3 possessions to start the second half.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block, receiving team number 32, 15-yard penalty, the first down, Columbus.
That's on Kendrick Whitehead. It seems like even when things go well, they do something to take it back.
Boy, that was close. I don't know. They're trying to double team the gunner on the outside. That obviously negates really good field position. Now, if you're the Aviators, and if this is going to be a comeback that you're going to try to use the pass game, and what you're going to be using here is your best and most reliable targets. Caden Martin, 81, would be one of those. Antoine Wells, Juice Wells, number 6. Those are the guys that you'd be looking for.
Would be the 47, correct? Or
15 from there.
oh yeah, 50, yeah. Plus 28, we're going to plus 43. Plus 43. Plus 43. You can hear Brian Banks talking with Dean Blandino and the command center to try and get the ball spotted in the right place. Moved it back a little too far.
Yeah, 15 from the end of the run. So that would put it not from the spot of the foul. So just some clean up there by the officials. And a reminder for fans, if you're new to the UFL, 17 points is a 2-possession game here. So if they're willing to go for 3, if you want to for a score, this is a 2-possession game.
First start this time from the 43. And it steps up in the it's thrown there, everybody. Intended receiver there, Juice Wells. You had a step. They couldn't hit him.
It's too far out in front of him, and he bought enough time, and Wells runs a good route here. He fights through the contact, and right there he's got the step. If that ball's out front, it looks like he even slowed up a touch. As McClinton, you can see, he's trying to put that ball out in front, and just not on the same page, and it falls incomplete.
Hey, come on! Play clock. They're going to be forced to use a timeout. They call it from the sideline? They never rescinded the clock. But they didn't call a timeout either. So they
delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
So they hold on to the timeout and they'll take the 5-yard penalty.
So they had 2nd and 15 to get after it. Brock, there seemed to be confusion. They wanted to do play clock.
There was some chaos of some things over here. I don't think it was communicated about the 3 spot, so they were curious why was it there. There's some communication struggles, and we all know when Todd Haley doesn't get the answer he wants, he's going to let you know.
And a 3 spot worked in their favor, so they should have set it up and down. Here's Madrid on 2nd and 15. And diving, Jalen Moore.
And they said he made the catch. That is a tremendous catch. And it looked like this ball just goes right through the arms of the defender.
After discussion, we were on the field. It was incomplete.
Well, it didn't look like it was complete from up here. No, Bert.
Well, one official spotted it as complete, but you heard after discussion they decided it wasn't.
Yeah,
now someone had a clear view.
Neville Clark, what a great effort he made for that interception right there, number 14. Got in front of that pass. Remember, they are across the 50 here, so they can't punt on this series. And now 3rd and 15, you got to start thinking about how do you get yourself in a more manageable 4th down scenario.
That's where you look at tape. Remember, they left those rubbers and those hooks over the middle. The communication. Throws it underneath for Zaquandre White. White slips a tackle, going to be stopped 2 yards shy of the first down. And they're pushing and shoving after the play.
A little chippy there, but White did a great job after the catch. Get that ball all the way down near the 1st down marker. And now they can go in more of a run-oriented short yardage package. Remember, earlier today we saw Jalen Morton come in 3rd and 7 and have that beautiful run for a touchdown. Whether or not they're going to leave McClendon on the field here, just got him a short yardage, and they're beneficent that it worked earlier.
I remember they often finally pushing teams statistically interview. But then this puck is going again.
You can look at game clock. We're at 2, so we need to bump it up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to come under 25 because we didn't have the ball down.
Yeah.
So officials in front of spotting the ball once again. This time they will reset the play clock.
Earlier in this game on a 4th and 2 similar, they threw the football. And you're wondering if the league's best rushing attack.
Similar situation on 4th and 2.
There's the shoulder. Did you got the far side official? He came in a yard short of that line again.
And the official stepped forward. Columbus will turn it over on down.
Yeah, aggressive playing from this St. Louis defense, and he was definitely short. Not a lot of push by that offensive line. Great job by that front 7 again. Fighting off blocks and get to Zaquandre White before he can get that 1st down. That's twice now. The Aviators on 4th and 2 have failed. They tried to throw for it earlier in the game. There you see a good picture there. Get that shot of his knee down. Well short of the 1st down marker. Ricky Prohl loving it.
So Columbus unable to take advantage of the opportunity after their defense stopped St. Louis in one of the rare times on the previous possession.
And penalties just killed them. They had the delay. Obviously goes back to 2nd and 15. Remember, they had the blindside block after the great return. Set them up with tremendous field position and unable to capitalize on that possession. That is a back-breaking possession right there.
James, what will be the final play on the field? They go to the 4th quarter with a commanding 17-point lead. They're making 4 wins in their last 5. As Columbus doing everything they can to get back into this game, but so far, it's going to feel up.
Now at McDonald's, a sausage McMuffin is $1.50. Normally, Coach T is all business, but today she has a sausage McMuffin for the whole team and a tournament to win. Get more value when you order on the under $3 menu.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. And that's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos lets you get life insurance in minutes, 100% online, no medical exam.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Bear Grylls is running live only Tuesdays on Fox.
Oh, bad news, guys. They've discontinued my cologne.
But you smell so good.
I got more bad news. Xfinity is now half our price.
That can't be right.
It is. Plus, they're giving people a mobile line free for a year.
Hey, Nat, are you open to feedback?
Yep.
Boo. Okay, let's pitch on a better deal. Go.
Bag of cash giveaway, unmarked bills.
All counterfeit.
Love it. Is that legal?
You shoot.
Switch to Xfinity for fiber-powered Wi-Fi and mobile at half the price.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp in a new Toyota? Guess what? The scavenger hunt starts now. All was coming from inside the Tacoma.
Get low 2.99% APR plus cash back on a rugged Tacoma, or score a low lease on a Tacoma Double Cab, or get $3,000 cash back on the ready-to-rumble Tundra.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the Sport Mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Sports anchor Ralph Wood and Gabe Camarero, only on Fox 26 News at 10.
Time for a Friday night spotlight as we look ahead to the weekend slate in the UFL. And right now, the defending champion DC Defenders have won 5 straight. They'll meet Louisville. The Stallions, our new star in DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, they try to keep it rolling. And the struggling Storm started 4-0. They've lost their last 2. They will visit Houston on Sunday on FS1. Right now, I tell you what, not many teams looking better than St. Louis. Trying to go to 5-2, up by 17, getting ready to start this fourth quarter. And Joel, this is only their 3rd home game. 3 of their last 4 are at home, and this team is almost unbeatable here in the Dome over the last couple of years.
Get home field advantage in the playoffs. You know, get a home game, that would be huge for them.
There's the rest. Oh, Thunder. Trying to catch it right off his fingertips. Good coverage by Michael Lawson to knock it down.
Lawson was able to get his hands on that football because it was just a touch thrown behind him. Rocket, this one is more right on the frame. I think Butler could probably hold on to this one.
Yeah, I would agree. You know, I think what you're seeing here is a little bit of adjustment from Captain Munderland and Columbus defensively.
Yeah,
just changing that picture up a little bit for the league.
Will it be enough?
Turbo, ready to go.
Morales on top. Too much air underneath that ball. Lawson again, back to back, good play by it.
Man, Lawson started in the middle of the field. He was flying over there. Perez didn't hold him with his eyes at all. He's got the route, he's got the win right there. And you can see as 41 Michael Lawson comes flying into your screen. That's a win for them. They've got the matchup that they want. They've got Pearson on Fred Tompkins, who's a linebacker. That's going to be a completion all day long. But when you don't hold the safety with your eyes as a quarterback and give too much air, it's just too much opportunity for the safety to come over and create the incompletion.
So here's Ryan Sanborn, the reigning special teams player of the week in the UFL. Well, Ty Haley frustrated the last time his team had the football. Stop! We're not stop! Remember, that was after the penalty. Then they wound up taking another penalty for delaying a game because they were upset because the ball was set. In that third quarter alone, they had 6 penalties for 50 yards. Huge rock. Johnny Lovett finds his way for a game at 9. And what have you seen on that sideline there, Brock? Because it looks at times, both offensively and defensively, we've seen a little bit of a lack of composure, maybe.
Well, what did Coach Ginn say at halftime? It was spicy. Yeah. This team runs hot. When you're around them and you cover them and you see, right, there's a fine line between having that passion and losing composure. They walk that line a fair amount as a whole group. Right, that spicy, I think, is a pretty good way to often define the sidelines.
John Lovett picks up the first down for Columbus.
Now we got an injured Battlehawk on the field, and yet all of that, the spicy halftime, the composure on the sideline. Here we are, it's still a two-possession game. 17 in the UFL is still two possession. They've got an opportunity with 13 minutes left.
Jordan Mosley, the injured Battlehawk, will take a timeout while they attend to him.
She's got 12 items.
Okay, eyes on your own basket. Young homeowners turning into their parents love rules. Let's go.
Everybody knows you're not supposed to put yard waste in the trash bin.
It's a thing.
There's dedicated RV parking around the back.
No, we're not leaving it now. It's okay. You don't need a ticket. There's no one waiting. Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Technically, these onions count as one item.
You're literally the only one who cares.
From sauce to dust to nuggets. Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. Are they hot? No. Like you said, they're Diablo. New Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. Only at Taco Bell.
We've been building chainsaws for over 100 years. Now that century of cutting comes in the mower. A new blade, same bloodline. Right now, save $50 on select mowers. Steel.
Go and tell your mama you love her. Go and tell your mama you love her. Go and tell your people you love her. Go and tell your people you love her. You're telling me, so baby, I love you. Hey.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, the heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
RAF on Fox Nation, where every match is a main event. Wrestling's top-tier grapplers set to collide for big stakes and Big D. RAF 9 is streaming live Saturday, May 30th, exclusively on Fox Nation.
But the good news is Jordan Mosley walked off the field and they're all smiles there on the sideline, so hopefully that's a good sign. He's their leading tackler on the season.
He's around the football a lot. There's no doubt. And they're going to miss him even here for a snap or two. This is a big series for Columbus. It's a big series for Jalen McClendon. He's been efficient, 13 of 17 for 95. That's thrown one pick, but he needs to be perfect here in the last 12-33.
As you said, there's a penalty. Ball strike.
Full start. Offense for 84. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And then run the ropes. 12th penalty of the night on this team.
And Brock, this isn't meant to be critical, but just pointing this out is that the team is always going to take on the disposition of their coaching staff.
Yeah.
And, that can work in your favor, and it can work, at your detriment. That's 12 penalties now for 85 yards. You can see as the coaches have lost their cool with the officials, the players have gotten sloppier on the field.
Gutman tackles and trying to throw it out to Teddy Barton, calls it complete.
Well, it's just discipline. I mean, when you're talking about all these pre-snap penalties, and there have been a ton of them, it is that attention to detail and discipline. And I think it's part of the reason, guys, 6 games in, and they call this like the final stretch of the season. You're talking about the worst second-half team in the league. 8.7 points a game in the second half. I mean, that's a big reason why you're 2-4 and fighting for your final five.
Well, it's hard to put up points when you're going backwards. They're back out to us today.
good when he's throwing those runs over the middle for in-breaking runs. And he's clearly most comfortable. 3rd and 6. To the interior, get a slant, something great towards the inside. He's pressure. Really Chevy's taking some first down. Right at the midfield stripe, McClendon moving the chains. This is something that he's shown the ability to do all season long, is move the chains with his feet. He came in with 21 rushes off of scrambles, off of dropbacks, and then turned into a runner. And here he's able to turn that into a first down.
Now, you wouldn't call him a running quarterback, but he can. Picks up 10 yards. Tries to do what top intended for Martin. Called it complete.
That ball has not crossed the 50, so technically they could still punt.
Hey, let's go right here. Come on, come on.
17.
Hey, first down. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Now.
Hey,
In situations, if you don't get the pressure, then you'll fall in field goal.
bring it, bro. Bring it.
First down again. 11 yards on the run by the quarterback.
And that's a great decision, Brock. You could tell his eyes were downfield, but as soon as the open middle of the field, he saw it and he just took off.
Yeah, I love the decision. Just go. Like, this is go time, right? I mean, that's in the fourth quarter. Cannot be any level of hesitation, and he is a good athlete. Every time we see him, to your point, Joel, he can throw it from the pocket, but he's athletic enough to move as well.
You made this point earlier in the year. We were doing their first game, these Aviators, and McClendon had only had, what was it, Brock? 13 starts in 7 years?
Yeah.
And you can tell he's become much more comfortable in the pocket. I feel like he makes quicker decisions. You've seen the maturation and growth during the course of this season.
Yeah, you were saying that this week on our call. It's the first time in my life since high school that I've been the guy. I'm not looking over my shoulder, and I'm gaining confidence. And you hear him here with Haley, like they've got kind of a cool relationship. They're both aggressive guys, and they do walk that line between being disciplined and having poise, and also pulling the trigger. But it's a big 10 minutes. I think in many ways their season on the line here, sitting at 2-4.
They're at 2-4 in the top 13 at the end of the regular season with the players. I think I see it. He didn't see his way right there at that first down here. And all of a sudden, that's something going.
Yeah, this is a really good jump by Todd Haley because he's going to see the pressure here coming from St. Louis. They just dial up the screen right behind it. So it's the perfect play at the right time, and McClendon executes it perfectly right over Travis Beatty, and he gets the ball completed on the outside.
It's another double-digit gain. I think it's 4 plays in a row that they put up double-digit pickups. This time, give them 16.
Yeah, they've got the rhythm now, and Tay Martin is certainly one of their best players. He usually lines up in the slot. Last week he went 6 catches for 104 yards. They finally find him there for a nice gain.
From the 13-yard line. McClendon. That's caught by Martin. Nowhere to go, courtesy of Sean Fletch. Martin slow to get up.
Well, with 8:57 left, you start thinking about your possessions. You can't just kick an extra point. You're down 17, so you need a 2-point conversion and a 3-point conversion. If you're Todd Haley, that's got to be in your back pocket. But you probably, I think, go for 2 this possession if you could stick it in the inside.
Big part of the jump shot, and that's good. Good done. Again, get him the set. Good set. this defense tonight.
Then they line him up here. Here's the pressure right here. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a little hot route thrown behind him. And McClendon was just not looking at that drag route. He's still trying to get the ball to the outside of the one-on-one coverage, but he's got full pressure there. You can't pick everybody up. And at times, you got to understand as a quarterback that you're responsible for protection as well, just like the offensive line. And when you're hot like that, you can't pick everybody up. That ball has got to go down the hot route, which was the drag over the middle.
Injured Battlehawk down on the field. Can't see exactly who it is, so I don't want to speculate on the number. While he's down, let's take a look at the standings. We talked about how the top 4 teams at the end of the regular season make the playoffs. And right now, St. Louis in that number 2 slot, along with D.C., who they beat week 1, but D.C.'s won every game since.
Yeah, the St. Louis team, it's so important for them to get one of those top 2 seeds, and then they would host one of those first playoff games. Obviously, a great home field advantage with this crowd and this crowd noise in the Dome. And so it's a big 8 minutes for them and their postseason prospects. But then obviously, as Brock, you alluded to, at 2-4, this Aviators team, they're right in the thick of it. There's no doubt, but they have to win this ball game.
Yeah, I think there is that kind of pressure here in the final 8 minutes. I'll say this, too. I mean, we know D.C. They've been together it seems like that team has been together with Jordan Damo for 4 years now. They've played so much ball together. And it's the St. Louis team's got 8 guys over 30 years of age. So, experience playing all those spring league football. A lot of experience playing together. And they're going to show it as the season is going. Here comes the Blitz again. And gets it up 15. Down to the 10-yard line. 4th down, decision time.
Well, we've seen them heat it up here. That way, Corey Champlin is not just sitting back and let them march down the field as they've gotten into the red zone. We've seen pressure after pressure. You know, 4th and 7. Assume that you're going to get more. It's not going to do. It's the perfect. You're doing a wrong thing. See the King go touchdown.
Now we'll see what they do.
But here's where we're at in the pocket. McClendon has time because they don't pressure. They sit back for the first time in the last few snaps, and McClendon is able to survey the defense, and he's got time to find Chisholm in the end zone for a touchdown. It's a heck of a drive by this Columbus team, but I have no idea why they're just going to kick this extra point. It's a 2-possession game if you go for 2 or 3 right now. There's no reason to kick this extra point. It remains a 2-possession game if you do this.
And throw comes on. His team remains, so it's not 2 possessions. But you need a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion.
Well, they shouldn't have been on the field in the first place. They should have been going for 2 or 3. Offense does their job, sticks it in the end zone. Still down 2 possessions. The Iron untied.
Are you one of the millions surprised by rising prices? Well, AT&T just raised your rates. You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a charming British actor. But I do know this. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile. They'll give you $400 plus pay off your phone up to $800 when you switch. And with T-Mobile's price guarantee on their experience plans, they won't raise the price of your rate plans for 5 years. Join T-Mobile and I guarantee you won't look back. That's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much? I feel like an actual lawyer.
Doug. Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
Who's Jr.?
Well, at least they spelled insurance right. Right? He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Yes. Say yes. Why not? Sleep near my edge.
Legendary. Start of the night. It's Miller time.
Hubby's Little Movers with HubFit 360. Big moves, even bigger protection.
Now, at McDonald's, a McDouble is $2.50. So Miles, Jaden, and Carl have a plan. It's called McDouble Macro Monday. Get more value when you order from the under $3 menu.
Tonight's game is sponsored by T-Mobile.
Let's go.
The defensive coordinator, Captain Munderland, questioning why even attempt the extra point. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Well, you have to go for 2 or 3. There was no reason to kick that extra point at all. It does nothing for you. It's still a 2-possession game, even if you make it. He didn't. Insult to injury there, if you will. And Columbus just mismanaged that part of the game. And, Tom Haley needs to know better than that. Ted Ginn needs to know better than that. They've got to go for 2 or 3 and make it a 1-possession game. They're stuck on a 2-possession game. 4th and 12, they kick it away.
Right. They could have gone for 4th and 12 to try and keep the ball and they converted. Instead, they kick it with just over 7 minutes left. And it seems as though a lot of mistakes being made down the stretch. And it's one of those things you would think, or you would wonder, why they did discuss it before you got to the point.
Yeah, it felt like the discussion happened after the fact and not before the fact. But again, that's something that needs to be known prior to the series. You go on the field as an offense and you know, hey, if we score, we're going to go for 2, right, Brock?
Well, Joel, you know this from baseball. It feels like a late inning game, like bullpen, one decision, tune at that as well in baseball. Like, you've got to be ahead of it. You can't be reacting. You've got to be proactive ahead of those decisions. There was very little conversation before that.
Jordan Howard got to the line of scrimmage zone, right?
And now, and here's the other part. Now you go out there and you kick it away, but you still need the ball twice. Right. And now we're inside of 7 minutes. And so the pressure is on this Columbus defense. They got to get a stop. Now, this can't be a long series. After all the first downs, you're not seeing the ball twice in the end.
Turnover certainly happens. Seeing that the defense can get it.
Hey! Turbo!
We gotta be going.
Ready to go!
Heat, that's the tight end James Bostic. They're not going to play as well.
They're going to get a free first down here because I believe we're going to get a roughing the passer call.
And this Columbus team being a little aggressive, trying to make a play on defense.
Okay, we're good. All right. You're good here. Okay, all right. So was it a completion?
Yes,
completed.
That's Bostic who made the catch.
Personal foul. Look at the passer. Defense number 56. 15 yards away from the end of the run. First down.
Johnstone Jr. ball for roughing the passer. As you said, that free first down, and more importantly, will eat up more clock for St. Louis.
Yeah, he's not late, but he goes right, and that's helmet-to-helmet contact on the quarterback, and that's obviously going to get called. And now, listen, he's trying to get to the quarterback, get the stop. That's certainly not a dirty play. Captain Munderland doesn't like it, but that is the letter of the law. I mean, he goes helmet-to-helmet there, and that's going to come out. And now I believe that they're going to super challenge this. But again, he was thrown into the player. Let me find out what number. Unless they say he was blocked into him. What number? Did you have a number that you are saying? 56.
He's just challenging that it's not roughing the passer. Correct. Yep.
Columbus is challenging that there is no roughing the passer on the play. The play's on the further review.
I'm going to keep it open to you, Brian. We're looking at it. There's no question. Forcible contact to the head neck. He's in a passing posture. He's going to get defenseless player protection. I think what Coach is saying is that the left tackle pushed him into the contact. The only way that would take him off roughing the passer is if it was unavoidable. And 56 is going to clearly, you can see him lead with the head. He's going to make forcible contact in the head neck area. So
After review, Brian, it is roughing the passer. They do lose the challenge of charging the time.
Review, roughing the passer is confirmed. Columbus loses their challenges for the remainder of the game, and they will be charged their first time out.
Well, you heard the explanation from Dean Blandino. He's taking a look at it in the replay command center. And
That's their second timeout.
Again, where someone from Columbus should have been, this play had been aired, the replay. Yeah. And it was clear that there was a helmet to helmet. So someone should have said, don't challenge that, because again, not only are you losing clock, now you lost another timeout.
13th penalty for Columbus today. I think that was just kind of a last-ditch effort, right? You're just trying to, because that obviously gives them a first down. Now they can take another couple of minutes off the clock, but losing the timeout does not help Columbus at all. So again, you get a first down here if you're St. Louis, and it puts Columbus in a real bind trying to get the ball back twice because they attempted the extra point versus going for 2 or 3.
Ready to go? So now St. Louis try and run as much clock as they possibly can. Keep it on the ground. Jarvie and Howard. And it feels like
Joel and Kurt, you guys are very kind to come on my morning show up in Seattle. And my co-host, Mike Salt, loves to say, especially about baseball, control the controllables. There's a lot of things in the game you can't control, right? But there are things and decisions you make, especially before a snap, or decisions you make game management-wise. Control the controllables. And it sure feels like in the second half, especially, Columbus just let it get away from them.
Yeah, meanwhile, St. Louis has done a nice job of that. They haven't played perfect, certainly, but they're controlling the clock right now.
The play clock all the way down to 1. That ball's incomplete throw behind Butler. And now it's 3rd-13 in Columbus. If they can get a stop here on this play, we'll get the ball back.
Yeah, that ball was thrown severely behind Butler there, and this is exactly what Columbus needed. To try to get the ball back as quickly as they possibly can, get off the field. The pressure block has worked for them. Trying to create a spit on the clock for Perez.
Remember now, just one timeout left as well for the Aviators.
There we go.
Perez. The stop up there is a flag.
Played where a guy is in the backfield. Personal foul, face mask, defense number 48. 15-yard penalty from Ethan LeRon. Automatic, first down.
Willis is called for the 14th penalty tonight on Columbus.
He's working on rolling the right backer, Spencer Rowland, and so Kenny Willekes is trying to get into his pass rush. It's right on this side right here. You can see his hand gets up into the face, and then he turns the face mask with a big grip of it right there, right in front of the official. That's what draws the penalty. 14 penalties.
Hey, stay here. Stay here.
Look at this. I mean, just about everything that has gone, or that could go wrong for Columbus tonight has, and a lot of it's self-inflicted.
Yeah, now if you're St. Louis, now what you're doing, and Luis has done a nice job of this, Brock, is controlling the clock. Now, they haven't had a lot of success on this offensive series outside of defensive penalties, but every time that clock is rolling, he's snapping it inside of 3 seconds.
So all the little details, right? And you would hope in week 7, and let's face it, Columbus and Coach Ginn's a first-year head coach, and there's a lot more new pieces on that sideline, but you would hope by week 7, some of the undisciplined nature of tonight would dissipate, especially with what was on the line, so much on the line with their playoff odds.
If you're wondering, will St. Louis throw the ball? There's Dick Vermeil watching the end of this game. If you would throw the ball outside of 2 minutes, even on an incompletion, the game clock would still to just run it. Obviously, it's favorable, but the clock rules are a little bit different here in the USL.
What do you think Dick Vermeil thinks of 14 penalties?
I can't imagine he would be with it. What do you think?
He'd be nice about it.
He would.
He would be nice about it.
Go, 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 go.
I'm sure he's happy that St. Louis is knocking on the door with another victory tonight to try and go to the round 2 on the night that he and that St. Louis Rams team from '99 were honored. It's out of bounds, obviously. It'll be 4th down now.
And they have to go for it inside of 2 minutes. Across the 50, but again, you don't make a completion like that. Outside of 2 minutes, the game clock starts once the play clock hits 30. So that's why you see the game clock still moving right now. But now 4th and 9. Got to take this all the way down. I was thinking about taking it all the way down, taking a timeout, trying to figure out what your best play call is in this situation.
Use every second you can. And they'll do just that, calling the timeout as it gets to 1 second on the play clock, 2:43 on the game.
St. Louis. They're 2.5.
We talked about how good this team has been at home. Over the last 3 seasons, 12-1 in the regular season. They average more than 80 points a game, averaging 300 plus 8 points. Their only regular season all loss, in fact, was last year to the champion DC Defenders. They beat in League One, and right now they have the 2 best records in the UFL. So, St. Louis, as we said earlier, their final 4 games at home. Tonight, looks like they're going to beat a 2-4 Columbus team, and the next 2 games are against 2-4 Houston, home and home.
Yeah, they've certainly got the schedule advantage right now. They've got Houston at home, then they travel to Houston. Obviously, Houston has struggled a little bit. We'll see them later this weekend, and then they finish the season right here in St. Louis against Dallas. Dallas is a team that started off really hot. A lot of us thought, I thought that they were going to compete for the top spot in the league, but they have cooled off tremendously. They're just 3-3, and that's going to be on May 29th here in St. Louis.
Okay. And clearly, right now, through this first game of Week 7, St. Louis and DC are playing much better than anybody else in the league, and St. Louis had kind of struggled at the quarterback spot. This is their 3rd starting quarterback of the year, but it seems as though it's kind of settled the team down offensively. They've taken advantage of just about every scoring opportunity they've had, which has not been the case all season long, despite the 4-2 record.
Well, just throwing it away on 4th. Give somebody a chance on 4th down, but Columbus gets the ball back. Okay, so 2:39, 1 timeout left. You got the 2-minute warning still to go. Columbus has to score quickly, then they would have the opportunity to go for a 4th and 12. So they do still have a chance. Everything that has taken place, you've got to put that out of your mind. You know, if you're Ted Ginn, if you're Jalen McClendon right now, you go up to your team, if you're Todd Haley, you say, okay, put the 14 penalties behind us here. We got 2:39. We got to go down and get a score here with about a minute left, maybe a minute 15. Then we execute on 4th and 12, and then we're going to give ourselves a chance.
And the 2 points conversion in between. Here we go. That's Andy Watson. Picks up even your own fighting is great. Jordan Williams gets the tackle. Great profit on that.
How good is it that it's like a great closer in baseball, just piggyback on Brock's baseball analogy. A great throw, just like a great closer, right?
There's McClendon. The backfield, dancing, getting out of bounds to stop the clock. Right at the midfield, right just shy of it. 4 yards on the pickup.
The only question here now is we're going to here to the 2-minute warning clock is how much St. Louis is going to try to line them up with the blitz. You know, are they going to sit back or are they going to try to pressure the front?
So 2 minutes left to go here in regulation. And Columbus, we're off the earth.
Eddie's, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The place you call home is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. Home is where you make all your best memories. Backyard campouts, early morning coffee. Oh, left. Oh, here we are now. Because it's not
not just the home we protect, it's all the memories you make there.
Nice work, you two. Come on, buddy. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
7th grade was the last time I was in school. I had to grow up so fast that I never had a childhood. I was 38 when I went to go get my high school diploma. Where you start your life doesn't define how you're gonna end up. And now, I'm a school nurse. I have hopes now that my daughter is gonna be something bigger and better than what I ever accomplished.
Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, the heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
The road to the United Bowl leads to Washington, D.C. 8 teams, 12 weeks to prove who will be the United Bowl champion. The upstarts, the veterans, the ones nobody saw coming. Every week, you hunt or you don't. Only one team will be left standing in our nation's capital. The United Bowl, Saturday, June 13th at Cubby Field in Washington, D.C. To grab the chip, one team is going to go to D.C. and take it.
I'm going to take it because they're the defending champion DC Defenders. Right now, have the best record in the league. St. Louis trying to get to 5-2, but they fifth this time. Let's go. Alexander, incomplete. That's intended for Juice Wells.
Good coverage by Michael Ojeboudia on the outside. Played his college ball at Iowa. He was with DC last year, so he knows what it's like to win a title. That was tremendous coverage there on the outside, knocking that ball away.
Six. And nothing doing for Columbus when they got the ball back. And St. Louis, try to run out the clock here.
It was always going to be a tough task. This is the best defense in the UFL, best total defense in the UFL. They're second against the pass, best rushing defense in the league. They're second and third down. They get after the quarterback. This has been a tough night for the Aviators. Certainly some self-inflicted wounds, there's no doubt, in particular with the penalties. But it was going to be a tall task. And this St. Louis defense has played well. And you can see Corey Jamlin, Brock, on the sideline still coaching.
Oh,
yeah. To get this win.
If one of y'all don't go, then we ain't get no pressure. Oh.
Coach it to the end.
Here we go. Hard.
Howard. It's expected. 8 yards. St. Louis, this coach going to 5-2. And as you mentioned, back-to-back games begun to 2-4 right now. Maybe the next 2 weeks, and then they're right up against Dallas. We'll find out if they need that playoff position.
And Ricky Pearl knows how important it is to get this team a home game in the playoffs. And this is certainly a great home field advantage, and he's got to feel good about what Luis Perez was able to get him. And he made the one mistake, and certainly he could play a little bit better, at times here and there. But he's only going to get more comfortable and more familiar with this offense. And Brock, if they solidify that position, the rest of this team is very solid.
Cannot was about as clean as you could play, right, until the end of half mechanics. Especially Luis. I mean, he got the ball up. He was accurate. I think playing with the lead just kind of took the foot off the gas a little bit. The precision was a little more in the second half. So, what you want, right? You want to win. Then you want to have things to clean up, get ready for the home.
Oh. Oh.